I guess I'm one of them hipsters because I was on the Berchelt train. I gotta eat the crow today. Gotta
Ooh.
eat it. Gotta eat it.
Oh man, Berchelt made a lot of dudes mad. Where is the crow for my man, Doomy? No, you ain't got it. I got you. Don't worry about it. Where we at?
Yeah, man, I ain't serving crow right now, man. The kitchen's closed, but you might just have some leftovers.
Yes, sir. Doomy, I don't know. Did you make an official pick? Were you on the show? Who'd you to the chest?
Hey, man, look, I was leaning towards Berchelt, man. I'll just be honest. I thought
Oh,
Berchelt was gonna find himself in a firefight. He was gonna be the benefactor, but Jesus, it wasn't that. We got a fucking calculated Valdez. The change is true. I mean, you could have fucking alluded to anything you want, right? I know you're gonna jump in there and say Canelo's team had much to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I believe that is true, man. It's like you've seen a guy that slugged it out at the right times, and yo, he walked out of there not leaking at all, knocked down
not
twice or three
busted up,
times.
man. We used to seeing him busted up, man. He looked better, man. No bullshit.
It was a great fight. I mean, an entertaining fight. You know, I was out here saying that it wasn't going to go the whole 12, but I didn't expect it to go that far either. And, you know, they finished it. You know, well, Valdez finished it before the fight finished, so I guess I was still right. But never expected it to go that long. I figured that the slugs would, you know, the slugfest would be a lot earlier and they would be more careless, you know, but Valdez made adjustments, man. And he hits hard. Holy cow. Do we have KO of the year? What is
I'm
this?
gonna definitely agree with you that that's a candidate for fight of the year or knockout of the year. But I'll say this: I'll say Valdez showed levels, right? You know, he showed he could switch gears, and he showed growth. Ultimately, I think it's the best thing that we can report this weekend is that he showed growth. He wasn't able to get pulled into some sort of slugfest where it was a rock'em sock'em robot fight. And you made an excellent point. I mean, I didn't even notice it myself watching the fight because, you know, you could get lullabied to sleep in what the person that's winning is doing. So it never crossed my mind that Valdez isn't busted up, that he's not swollen or bleeding normally is what we get from him. So that meant his defense was on point this particular fight. But I'll be the first one to, I guess, stir the pot. I wanted the fight stopped in the fourth round. I think that, you know, absolutely. I wanted the fight stopped in the fourth round. I think that they are out of control, first of all, allowing that fight to go
Absolutely
on.
not. Absolutely not.
You know, Berchelt legs were not there. And this is why they call us the Wilder, you know, voice. And I'm a fanboy of Wilder because I'm going to bring him up again. Jack Reese made Tyson Fury walk to the left, walk to the right, come to me. This referee said, give me your hands, wipe this gloves on the motherfucking shirt, and sent them to fight. And you see what I'm saying? This is my problem. Like, why don't we have, like, the law, man? It's like, follow the 2C law book. Yo, everybody has to get their gloves wiped. Plus, they need to be walk to the left, walk to the right, come to me. Do you want to fight? That is what we need to use universally. And I'm not saying that's what we need to use. I need someone to step in and do that. Because to have Jack Reese use that and have this referee just decide, hey, fuck it then. You ain't got to walk to the left and show me that you still good. You ain't got to walk to the right and show me that you still good. Just come on and, you know, fight. Just come fight. Just fight. We don't care if you get hurt. We don't care if you get knocked out. Just come fight. And I think that you know, universally we have a problem, and it could only be fixed universally.
Man, just for those who are watching right now, we apologize. I know we're getting the circle of death right now. The skipper's checking on the connection right now, make sure that, you know, everything's cool. But Let me just read some of these super chats from Matt Bent 100. Says, I said Valdez's by decision, he'd stop him. Crow for Dominic. Wilder ruined him. Ooh, he did kind of ruin him. No, just kidding. Now listen, I mean, what you're saying is, David, I mean, do you see a ruined Brazil, man?
Nah, he isn't ruined, but I mean, he was pressing the action. He was moving towards Otto. Otto was fighting off his back foot. It's just he just doesn't have the firepower to stop someone. I don't think. Like it's just not there for a guy his size. I mean, he was hitting Wallen, and Wallen was almost laughing at him up against the ropes. So it was just ridiculous.
I mean, I saw it, and I know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna just lean towards like he has the firepower. He just doesn't land it flush like enough to like really like finish guys. Because the times he mollywopped fucking Otto Wallen, man, it was like, whoa. You know, you'd see Otto Wallen's head get uppercutted, and he would, you know, make his expression like he was about to go into the next dimension. And then a couple of the right hands that he was slugging in there landed for Brazil. So, you know, it was just a matter of him not being there. He was slow. He's real slow. His reaction time is slow. Otto Wallen was almost laughing his way out of certain situations, and it was just like, man, you could see that he was just seeing things coming Matrix style, and Brazil just wouldn't get there. And that left eye, I mean, well, no, it was the right eye. That right eye was pretty puffed up, man. What y'all think about that? You think that was going to get stopped there?
It looked like the Kell Brook busted eye socket eye, you know? I thought like there was some serious damage there.
You thought they were going to stop it, didn't you?
Thought maybe, but
yeah. Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm not trying to, you know, lean you into jumping off the cliff with that one. I thought they were gonna, you know, stop the fight because he blinked at one time in a way I didn't really like it. You know, I've seen it plenty of times of recent too. Daniel Dubois, you mentioned Kell Brooks, and there's been a couple of guys with that, you know, with that injury, man. And you notice it when they start blinking, they kind of shy away. But you're right. Brazil just kept coming on strong, man. Kept coming on strong throughout the whole thing.
I think if Brazil would have like changed the way he was fighting and started backing up and kind of shelling up a little bit, then the ref might have thought, yeah, he's in real serious danger here. But he just kept coming forward.
Man, and
how'd y'all go? I'm on my phone, but how'd y'all get from Valdez to Brazil that quick? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Do me?
Yeah, no. We were just, you know, burning some time while you geared the ship back into this dimension. But we could go right back to Valdez.
Yeah, I'm glad the fight wasn't stopped after round 4 because I think Berchelt made Valdez do some thinking, second guessing, and I think Eddie Reynoso might have saved Valdez from losing that fight because 6-7, he was running around like he was lost. Like he didn't know what to do. And then I think Eddie Reynoso told him, hey, you got to fight this guy. And in the 10th round, at the end of the 10th, we saw what happened. So,
man, I mean, does it tell you a little bit about, I guess the gears, where you say here on TBV, that Berchelt has? I mean, has his growth as a fighter stopped? You know, is that the only type of fight that he can bring? Is that forward pressure fight?
That's who he was. Remember, they were insinuating that Valdez couldn't change gears, that Valdez was nothing more than a brawler. They were giving all the credit to Berchelt, who does the same. You know, they said it. You hit him and he comes to hit you some more. So I don't know, man. It was a good fight. I wonder if he's going to have a rematch clause. You know, it was a WBC title. Did he have a one-way rematch? Was it no rematch like Top Rank likes to do? You know, I guess the best thing of this fight for me is that Valdez in a post-fight interview had some words for Shakur Stevenson. He said, I heard that Shakur wants to fight. Let's get it on. And Shakur took to his Instagram and was like, look, let's not lose sight of the fact that I'm the #1 WBC contender. So Top Rank went from the WBO to the WBC this year, and it looks like we should be getting Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, but do you believe that it'll happen? Do you believe the Top Rank will give us Shakur versus Valdez? I mean, I think it's easy for them to do Mexican versus Mexican because they end up with the Mexican and, you know, the Mexican franchise continues. But if Shakur stops Valdez or dethrones Valdez, is the Valdez train done? Does it continue? Is that franchise over? But yeah, man, what are your guys' thoughts on all that?
Well, I thought during the broadcast when they interviewed Stevenson, I thought Stevenson said he would rather fight Loma first. Maybe they were talking about another fight besides Valdez.
He definitely wanted Loma. No, you're right, but you know, Loma's also ahead of him. You know, Valdez isn't Lomachenko where he can demand or request certain opponents. Loma is Loma. You know, he can do that. And there's been talks of him and Nakatani. You know, there's also some rumors on the internet of him and Richard Comey. You know, Loma has options. Do you believe Valdez does? And if so, which are they?
Well, I would say Valdez. I mean, even though that was a brutal knockout, I mean, I think Top Rank should run that fight back because I'm sure they got high views with Mexico versus Mexico. And besides that brutal knockout, I mean, Berchelt in the middle rounds made it a decent fight. So I think Top Rank should go that way. Does Berchelt move up now? During the broadcast, they were saying that, you know, he was weight drained. That's why he was wobbled that bad in the third or fourth round whenever he got wobbled like that. So, I mean, I guess it's up to Top Rank, but I wouldn't mind seeing that fight again.
He was wobbled because he got molly.
I don't want to see that. Yeah, I don't want to see that
fight again. He ain't fucking. He got wobbled because he was getting bodied.
He'd be better off coming back with a you know, a get back fight, man. That was a devastating knockout, bro. That was Manny Pacquiao status. You know, he really ran into it head first.
Well, he wasn't taking the shots well anyway. Do me like those left hooks and even the right hooks when he switched southpaw Valdez. Bro, he was hitting them super clean, and like you could see his facial expression. He wasn't taking them. He was looking more than sad, bro. No disrespect to anybody, but he was looking like he got beat. The heart,
yeah.
The wit. Go ahead, Dune.
Nah, I'm just gonna say, you know, it took the fight out of him, but the heart, you know, he has a big heart. He kept going, and it was just sometimes to me, it was kind of like, man, how many more shots is this guy gonna take? Like, and it's a tough call for the corner, man. It's a championship fight. You know, you don't want to pull your guy out knowing that, you know, he might have still had a chance. So it's a tough call, man.
Well, the weird part is that during the fight, ESPN Top Rank was saying that Berchelt gets hit 8th most in the whole of boxing. He gets hit. So why all of a sudden tonight he can't handle those punches when he gets punched more than everybody in the sport of boxing pretty much?
Well, they made it clear that his offense is his defense, but anytime they say that, you know that there's a hole in your defense, and he proved that. You know, his offense got him out and got him the win for the Francisco Vargas fight, who was another firecracker. That guy loved to punch as well. But Valdez fought a smart fight, man. He was turning Berchelt and hooking the shit out of him, bro. He was hooking him. He was just not letting him really plant his feet and always keeping something coming at him. Whenever he was on the game plan, I ain't gonna front. Like, there was times that Valdez went away from the game plan, but for the most part, when he was on it, that's what it was. Just hook this dude, keep turning him. Hook this dude, keep turning him. You know, and he had plenty of success.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about, you know, him switching, and you know, it was interesting to see that because he was doing it strategically. You could tell, you know, he would switch off and just hit him with a different combination from whatever, you know, angle that he was in, and then he'd switch right back to his stance. So he was just, he was crafty, man. He was different. I got to take back, everything that I was saying. I was saying, he's going to resort to what he usually knows. And I never meant it in a bad way. I just always seen him as a straight fighter, just let's go. And he's always been entertaining, but it was nice to see him still be entertaining and not take those bad shots.
Yeah, you could tell that the plan from the get-go was never to let Berchelt, hold his feet, stand there and throw his bombs. Always on the move, kept moving. And there's a few times during the fight that when Valdez got cornered and couldn't get out of the way, he would just grab and hold. And I thought the weird thing was that Berchelt would just hold up his hands and look at the referee. Like there was no working on the inside at all from Berchelt. And it was just, it was all in all, it was a great game plan from Valdez and his team. And Berchelt couldn't get off them huge shots.
He was fighting on his back foot, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I'm like, damn, already, he's on the back foot. How is he gonna react? And early on, he was like, whoa. He just impressed me, man, right from the rip. And then he didn't just get into the firefight. I don't know what to tell you about Berchelt, bro. I wouldn't want the rematch as a fan. I wouldn't want to see it. I had fun seeing it the first time. I think he deserves a comeback fight, man, after a devastating shot delivered to the next dimension status. So I'm good with that. Give the man a break. Have him, a comeback, with a decent fight. Nothing crazy.
Does he move up at all?
I mean, he says he's weight trained, right? What are you gonna do?
He gained 17 pounds after the weigh-in.
So it's like, and it's all a matter of how you're doing it. So, there's gonna be a lot of questions that need to be answered on that. And it's all a matter of how well you're cutting that weight. If he didn't cut it as good as he should have, that could have affected him. You go in there all dried up, your brain all dry, you're not the same. You get hit, it's over. So he's gonna have to answer a lot of questions. But he can move up, take on the next division. I mean, who would you want to match him up on the next step?
Nobody in the. I don't know. That's tough. Loma, I mean, he'd have to fight a small 135er.
Who, Berchelt, though? Y'all trying to match Loma with Berchelt?
Yeah, if Berchelt had to move up because of the weight issue.
I guess. I mean, that's a tough fight just coming off a knockout loss, gentlemen. Being pretty mean there.
Yeah.
I'm coming off the losses, though.
I was looking for a softer touch. David looks like he likes to throw him to the lions and shit.
Well, Berchelt's a big boy. He would power over Lomachenko.
So you think that excuse right now is holding, right? The guy obviously took a devastating loss, and now, they're saying whatever they're saying. But I mean, I guess I'm not calling him a liar, but we'll see, right? We'll see how well he feels in the next couple of months. And sees if he wants to stay in that division or not. Because going up that division, you're facing some pretty tough guys. And
well, I don't know if he or his team said it. I was going by Andre Ward and Tim Bradley. They were talking about that on the broadcast.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay. They were saying Berchelt, possibly was going to move up. But, I mean, there's fights for him there, but he definitely needs a soft touch after this difficult fight. But I mean, I don't know. Am I having audio issues? Did you guys answer whether or not your thoughts on Stevenson and the possibility of Valdez? I know, Dave, you said something like, oh, well, he said Loma, but again, on Twitter, he said, let's not lose sight that I am the number one in the WBC. So, also then you got Oscar Valdez himself saying this, right?
Wants to fight, let's do it. I just want to keep on fighting and give the fans what they want. I heard Shakur Stevenson wants to fight, let's do it. I just want to keep on fighting and give the
He heard Shakur want to fight, let's do it. So again, I ask you, does Top Rank give us this?
I mean, I don't know. It depends. It depends if look, if Oscar's willing, Shakur is willing, and this fight will happen, right? Top Rank would want this fight to happen. This is a huge fight. And if they believe in their guy, they're going to stick behind their guy. Look, Shakur Stevenson was on IG, and he said, Champ, congratulations to Oscar Valdez. Now you know I've been calling your name for centuries. No more running, champ. Duck season is over. Duck emoji. Top rank. Can we make the biggest fights at 130, please? I'm ready to dog walk the champ. Hashtag Valdez Stevenson in 2021. So,
I mean,
you know,
he talking greasy too. Like, that's the type of energy that you gotta address. You know what I mean? Like, begging your promoter to make the fight, saying you're gonna dog. You ain't say you're gonna beat him. You gonna dog walk him. Like, whoa.
he's saying gonna take him for the freaking Caminado.
Is there enough money in that fight for Jay Prince and Andre Ward to take it for Shakur?
Well, I'm pretty sure Ward is out of the Shakur business, but I hear he's in the Gabriel Flores business, right? Yeah, they made that clear on a telecast a few weeks ago that he's no longer, with Shakur.
Yeah.
But that being said,
More like a big brother figure. He said, Ken Stone on the super chat says Valdez beat Shakur. He's a Mexican warrior, not a chick at a gas station.
sure, man. Who said that?
That was Ken Stone.
Ken Stone. You sound like a hater.
And Mad Bet 100 on the return, man. Shout out to Mad Bet. Says Dominic looks shot. Wilder damaged him. I mean, yeah, we kind of skipped forward and talked about
I never knew Ken to be
That's
a hater,
how we got
man.
to the Brazil fight.
I
real
never
quick.
knew Ken to be a hater, but Ken's a fucking hater, man.
Yo, my man, Chris Agrinsoni. Shout out to you, champ. Thank you for the super chat. He says, bet 1,000 on Valdez for 4,000. Just wanted to share the love.
What? Damn.
Love emoji. Let's
wow.
go.
Yo, 1,000? Lord,
Yeah.
yo, you have the
Oh,
balls.
what did he say? Back up there.
My
What did he say?
man,
Bet
yo, what's that
1,000
X-Men?
for 4,000.
What's the X-Men that's made out of metal? That's his balls, bro. I ain't never bet 1,000 on nothing.
Yeah, he said you Colossus.
Yo, never bet 1,000 on nothing, man. Nothing. You crazy?
To infinity
Jeez.
and beyond.
Yo, I hear you, man. But that shit would take all the joy. I'd have been mad after the 4th round if I'd have bet 1,000 on Valdez and they ain't stopped that fight. Bro, I'd have started walking to Vegas, man. I'd have been waiting for that ref outside the fucking the MGM, bro. He ruined
That's
that
what I've
shit.
been screaming. The fix is in. The
Word
fix
is
is
mo-
in.
Listen, 4th round. I honestly, I don't even know why that's not like a bigger thing, like on the internet, right? Like, why is no one complaining that ref should be fired? Like, he should be suspended. He should be
Say what?
sat down. Like, he sent a dead man back out there.
All right.
Valdez missed that right hand that could have ended it at the bell. You know what I'm saying? He missed that, but like, bro.
Do you
he's
give the
tripping.
benefit of the doubt to the champion?
Bro, you gave him the benefit of the doubt. He had like 2 knockdowns in that round. The ropes kept him up and everything. He said, walk to me. My man's legs just... Dude,
Yo, his legs is freaking.
bro, come on, man. Like, there's nothing else to see usually. And this is what I'm saying. It's so... Like, there is no guideline here. Usually, right, when a dude's legs are off, they hug him. Oh, wait, let me grab you before you fall. The fight's over. This dude looking like a fucking puppet. He looking like Geppetto with Pinocchio on the strings. The way my man's legs and arms was just like, you kidding me, man? Nah, man. Berchelt should have been stopped in the 4th
They
round.
should have stopped it.
Listen, did we get lucky and nothing serious happened? We don't even know. He had to go to the hospital anyway. We don't even know. Shout out to his girl wearing the Selena outfit. Did y'all see that?
Nah, I
Nah.
didn't see it.
What?
Get out of here.
Yeah, my girl was telling me, oh shit, look, she got the Selena outfit, it's just a different color. It was the whole full-blown Selena outfit with the Campagna pants and the Campagna shirt. Like the
Damn, I ain't peeped that. Man.
yo, crazy. But yeah, man.
Yo, LV Slugger says Robert Easter finally using his reach and jab. I see. Yeah, man.
Oh shit. Supermax says, shout out to the Machine Gun joining the Dad Club. Damn. My man,
Damn,
my
Machine
man about to
Gun
be a daddy.
Run.
He about to be a daddy. Daddy.
Yo.
Y'all tripping. You tripping, Matt. You could have went another 5 years without that shit. But
Daddy.
congratulations. Congratulations. You have just inherited diaper changing at the wee hours of 2 and 4 in the morning. You've also inherited vomit on all your favorite shoulders and shirts.
You weak. And pee and poo. Don't forget. You're going to get peed on too.
Yeah.
What up, everybody?
What up? Oh,
Francis in the building.
Francis.
What's going on, Alex? Shout out to everybody out there, man.
Yo, 4th round, man. Should they have stopped that fight, or is Ness
Hell
out
yeah.
here tripping?
Hell yeah! Before you even finish, man, I'm so happy because I picked Valdez to get the win. I see him knocking out Berchelt, but I just knew that the skill level that Reynoso on the team is coming with, he's had to level up. And
I ain't even trying to start
excited.
nothing with you, Francis, but I swear to God, I feel like you and Mario picked Berchelt, and I was the one
Shut that soft ass shit up.
that said, yo, I'm picking the younger man. Then we realized on BoxRate that Valdez was actually a year older. I mean, you probably right, because you know I smoke, but I swear, help me, y'all.
That was
him
me
and
Mario
Mario.
on that show.
Oh, that was you and Mario. Oh, so it was you and Mario. My bad, Francis.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Oh,
It's all
wow.
good. It's all good.
I'm like,
But-
yo, hold up. I thought I was the only one pick Valdez. What he doing celebrating with me, man?
Yo, Ness, I would agree with you that the fight should have been stopped in the 4th if Berchelt got slept like he did in the 10th in the 5th. But he kept fighting, man.
Wait a minute. Bruh, that don't make sense. Like, if you get slept, obviously the fight's over. You know, so
Yeah.
that's unfair.
No, but I'm saying that if he got slept in the 5th, then you know
Oh,
that
you
the
mean the
fight
next
should have been
round.
stopped at the 4th.
I mean, look, some people have better recovery time. Talk to Wolverine, you know what I mean? But that being said, no, it looked bad. It just looked bad. If we cut that, I wish I had access to the footage just to clip that little 10 to 15 seconds of his legs, bro. Like they did it to Broner, do it to him. And this is what I'm saying. Some people get more criticism than others. When Broner fought Maidana and his legs looked half as bad, it became a meme that went viral over the internet. Berchelt does it, and it's like, yo, give him another chance. Like, who should he fight? Like, he's all right. He should move up. Oh, he was like, dudes making mad excuses for Broner. It was memes and videos all left and right.
Bro, I thought that if his glove had touched whatever round that was, I think it was the 5th round or the 6th round where he almost touched his glove on the ground. If you'd have went down and got back up, the ref would have stopped it, man. That's how bad his legs were, man. His legs were gone, man. That knockdown on the top of the head took his legs away. You know what's so funny? It kind of reminded me of Josh Warrington. When Josh Warrington took his hard shot, his legs was gone too. I think it was around the 3rd or 4th round. He never recovered.
And they let that fight go on too.
But they did. But the thing is that Valdez is a more technically sound fighter than Mauricio Lara, in my opinion. So that fight obviously ended in more devastating fashion, man.
Respectfully.
Obviously.
Hey, yo, real quick, super chat. Count Drago says Valdez versus Berchelt played out like Oscar versus Mayorga. Damn, y'all remember Mayorga versus Valdez?
That's a horrible comparison. Who the fuck was that?
That was your man's in Count Drago.
Drago, you wildin', man. Fuck
Tell
is you
him-
gonna
tell-
compare
tell him.
Berchelt to First of all, didn't he just compare him to a Nicaraguan? The fuck is wrong with him, bro? Then who he said in the super chat?
Yo, his name is Count Drago.
No. But what was that?
Mayorga.
Mayorga, yeah.
Mayorga was Nicaraguan, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Yo, but right under him is Jaime Nieto. Says, I want to see Valdez move on. Berchelt only won 2 rounds when Valdez took rounds off.
Absolutely.
Other than that, he got dominated.
He was dominated. Valdez was putting so many. Yo, I promise you, I was looking at that fight as a learning experience. Like, I was looking at that fight and saying to myself, like, damn, can I throw that many bombs without getting tired? Like, everything he threw had mustard, sauerkraut, and relish on that motherfucker, bruh.
That was a sour ass sandwich.
Bruh, my man, yo, everything is so much torque.
Hey,
so
but Ness,
much.
his jab was on display too,
even
man.
Even that is like,
How jab?
His jab is like hard as hell. Like everything he did was
show
with
the
mad
world,
power.
Ness. Check the pre-pro and show the world what the legs was looking like. I just sent you the vid, the clip you wanted.
What you want to do this thing?
You know what I'm saying? He was doing the stanky. He was doing the knee knocker.
Yo, I don't know.
Both knees knocked together. Like, dude.
Let me see here. So
and you're trying to hold yourself up and shit. Like, nah, it was bad, man. No joke. All jokes aside, he was taking some really hard shots. So I'm not even like, man. I would have never been mad if they would have threw the towel in or the guys would have been like, that's it. But I was telling Dave, man, earlier, man. It's like, it's a championship fight. It's for all the frijoles. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that.
Yo, I never heard that before. I mean, I heard frijoles, but not thinking for all the frijoles. That was hilarious.
And it's not like Berchelt don't eat punches every single fight, every single round, every single second. That's what he does.
That's what he
You know what that punch resembled me? That punch reminded me of the one that, hate to put it in the same category, but the one that Jake Paul landed on Nate Robinson, man. The overhand punch.
Hell no. They're totally different.
I mean, look, no, but they landed similar.
That's what I'm saying. He fell the same way. He fell forward.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, but are you talking about the way that the opponent landed on the ground or the way that the punch landed?
Both.
Because the way that
I think Jake threw the right and Oscar threw the left.
Exactly why I don't think it was the same and not similar. I think that the way that the opponents fell to the ground face first, that is in the same category, but not the punch.
Obviously. Come on, man. Technicality is always. I hear you. You got that one. All right.
Yo, Brandon Maurice on the super chat. Oscar Valdez looked like Salvador Sanchez last night.
All right.
Man, that's a lot. That's a high credit. You know what I'm saying? And he was looking good.
Yeah, dividing with another one. Go ahead. You got it?
Hit him with it. Praying man.
He said, hey, what's up, boxing voice? She looked good like Purple Power Ranger trying to save the day.
Yo, so here's the clip, man. Let me. I don't want to zoom too much. They're gonna be like flaggy flag, but we're doing live commentary, and we want you to see those feet. Look, clip with the punch. Look at those feet. But this is, honestly, that's nothing what you sent, right? People need to look after that, right? When he gets scored, when he scores the knockdown, right? Then the ref is like, "Yo, come to me." And my man's legs are just everywhere. Like and then he lets him fight. So I don't know, but whatever's. Francis, you seen the Shakur smoke, right? All over social media. Plus he was in studio. Plus Valdez said, I heard Shakur want to fight in the post fight. What's your thoughts? You think Top Rank gives us that fight with Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez?
They will, but I don't see it next. I think Valdez is going to have a fight in between, and then they will get that on a bumping. I'd like to see that fight next, being that I think Shakur is number one, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be easy to make. They're on the same size, they're stable mates, same promotional company, so to speak. So it should be easy to make. I want to see it, but I think Bob's going to give him a fight in between, to answer your question.
Yo, which one of y'all want to go first? Predict how the unification goes. We got a fight that just took place and the belt changed hands from Berchelt to Valdez, but Frampton and Herring is being rescheduled. Who you think ends up with those two belts? On that, I guess we'll leave it for Top Rank, right? Because all those guys are over there. Like, which one?
I'm rolling with Shakur. I go first. I got Shakur heading up with those two belts.
But by when? How long you think it takes?
I'd say within the next 2 to 3 fights. 2 to 3 fights. Like I said, because I think if I was to look at it, I would say that Oscar would have a fight in between, and then in that time you'd have the fight between Jamel Herring, and Carl Frampton, and then either the winner of Oscar Valdez and who he fights Shakur, and then later in the year we'll get the unification between the WBO and the WBC. I don't know if that makes sense.
Man, I'm looking at like Shakur Stevenson. If he fights Oscar next, then I mean he can Man, he could fight any of the champs. You said Jamar Herring versus who was postponed?
Carl Frampton.
Frampton,
Carl-
yeah.
Where's that fight happening?
Herring was over there, bro. He went to the UK for it. It was going to be a fight in Frampton's area, but no fans.
This IBF is vacant. And the number 2 spot is vacant in that IBF.
Yeah.
Who's fighting for that?
Kid Galahad and a dude he already beat is fighting for that title. Dickens, I think it is. Dickens, I gotta check. I'm not looking at the rankings or nothing like
Dickens,
that.
yeah. And that's the belt that Warrington had.
Let me just add that Dickens and Kid Galahad should be fighting for that vacant strap. And the rumor is that if Galahad wins, he's got a 3-fight PBC deal waiting for him.
And Galahad's already beat Dickens, so most likely probably stay with probably Galahad will get that fight.
And Galahad is previously with BT Sports and Frank Warren. You know, he trains with Dominic Ingle and good friends with.
No, he's with Matchroom.
UK. He was in the whip with.
You're right. He is with Matchroom now. But he was with Warren when he fought Warrington, right? No, no.
He was.
I don't think so.
Yes, he was.
Josh Warrington is the fighter that went from both promotions back and forth.
Yeah, but so did Galahad, because I think Galahad, he just got with Matchroom when he fought Toka Khan in Boston.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm feeling the pain right now for the UK, man. They've had some tough losses. You know what I'm saying? Warrington, now your man Kelly. Man. It's like, damn. I thought Kelly was gonna pan out, man. I really.
You talking about PBK?
Do me flying all over topics, man. Let me drive.
Hey, let's keep it back on track. My bad. You got an interesting lineup here.
We had a lot of fights on this top ranked card. At least let's go down the results and give that out, right? So,
want to go into Regis Prograis?
Yes.
Prograis.
Well, no. Regis is for the Showtime card.
Okay.
Because remember, he's taking shots at Broner. That's what he's talking about.
That's facts.
You know, we need to pull up Oscar Valdez on BoxRec. That's what we need. And then from there, we'll get the whole little ESPN card. And we can go down the line of those fights.
Let's do it.
I don't know. I mean, were you guys tuned into anything other than the main event? Did you have time for anything other than the main event?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, I was watching the Brazil fight. You know, I was just kind of bouncing around devices.
That's the wrong fight. I'm talking about other than the main event. So that means the undercard of ESPN.
Oh.
So like,
Flores Jr. looked pretty good.
Yeah, got to see that one.
Let's go there. That was the co-main event. Gabriel Flores Jr. took on a common opponent with a lot of other lightweights and Jason Velez. You know, I want to pull up that box rec as well because I feel like Joe Tessitore purposely was leaving a name off the list of people that beat Jason Velez, but I guess I was wrong. Shit. For whatever reason, I thought Chris Colbert fought this dude. And he didn't. But, all right. Jason Velez lost last night via 6-round knockout at the hands of Gabriel Flores Jr. This is Gabriel Flores Jr.'s biggest win. After this fight, he had great things to say. Great things to say. He spoke like a confident young man that really is ready in his own skin to try to put on the best shows that he can. And he's calling for a title shot now. He actually said he wants the winner of Herring Frampton, which I think is a decent matchup for him. Anywhere else right now, like the Shakurs, Valdez, I don't know. Maybe Berchelt, right? He can do. Flores looked good. He hit Jason Velez with shots that he couldn't see. They landed on the top of the head, equilibrium shots. They were 1, 2, 3, so the 3 never really was seen, or it was a check hook, so Velez never really seen it. And I don't want to be critical because Gabriel probably beat Velez better than anyone else, right? He did it in 6, and everyone else, you know, the only other person to do it was Valdez, and he did it in 10. Everyone else went the decision with Jason. So I don't want to be critical, but I do have to say that Gabriel Flores looked a little bit sloppy. And, you know, his punches landed in the right location, and it really had a great effect, hence getting him the win, because Velez could not, you know, gain his balance after that equilibrium shot from the check hook. But I don't know. Did you guys think he looked sloppy? Like, other than the landing blows, I feel like he was missing so much.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna say he was sloppy. Sloppy is a strong word. I think that Jason Velez just was that type of fighter that was creating new types of pressures that he probably hadn't seen yet. Jason Velez, like you just mentioned, has, you know, been in the ring in there with some guys and gone the distance. So, you know, for him to you know, take him out in the 6th round in that way, it just shows you his type of speed and power. I didn't like that he did get hit a lot, if that's what you're referring to as, you know, him being sloppy. But I just give more credit to Jason Velez for that than I do him being sloppy. You know, he didn't get hit with any, you know, hard shots where I felt like he was in trouble, you know, and he finished the job, man. He finished the job. Look, this kid is young and he's still growing and he's still developing. However which way you want to see it, you know, he's got a long way before he becomes his best.
Well, by his own admission, Gabriel, after the fight, said that the first 4 rounds, there was really nothing going on in the fight. He didn't really feel like there was too much to take from the first 4 rounds of that fight until 5 and 6 came along, and he did what he did. But he didn't like the first 4 rounds, according to himself.
I wouldn't say he didn't like it. I thought he said the first 5 were like fill-out rounds, and he said I could have did it faster, and I took 5 fill-out rounds. I probably shouldn't have did that. You know, see what I'm saying? I'm not hating, champ. Like, yo,
hold on, let me give.
I'm gonna put the link in the YouTube chat. This is his highlight reel knockout. Just look at it, man. You can count how many punches he missed. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, what? I mean, the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? He missed.
Yeah. How I seen it was the first, you said 4 rounds, 5 rounds. He was popping the jab a lot faster than Velez realized. So I felt like he needed to make it a dogfight. He needed to brawl with him. And that's when I felt like he got a little sloppy in terms of Gabriel Flores Jr. His punches were a little wide. You know, his hands weren't up. But at that point, I think he was on the hunt to get the knockout, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, the fight is getting spicy at this point. So that's how I seen the fight. So I agree with you. At some points in the fight, he was a little bit sloppy. But I think he was trying to get the stoppage around those times.
Bro, and I don't even see what's wrong with, like, saying that. Like, again, I sent y'all the link. You tell me what word am I supposed to use. And that's not an indictment. Like, no, that's something in his performance, right? And there's also good in your performance. You can have good and bad in a performance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what'd you think about you know, the little move he did at the end? Like, he was eating some cereal. Like,
I loved it.
That shit was dope.
I loved it. I'm telling you, it didn't feel forced. His interview didn't feel forced. It didn't feel choreographed. Like, he wasn't trying to like the slick talk. It was alright. I'm like, I was impressed with his, you know, with his post fight. I was impressed with his hooks. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I've seen a little bit of wildness that, you know, I want him to be tight on. Like, damn, that's not hating, man.
Yeah,
Dude, he was hitting Valdez with a lot of forearms too when he was swinging.
Bro, one of the left hooks was the last knockdown was all wrists, man.
But you gotta give Jason Valdez some credit, on how he was moving back and forth and able to like still create that type of activity. Look, a fight can get a little sloppy, but it doesn't mean the fighter's sloppy. A fight can get really rugged, and that's what it was happening right there. He was trying to finish him, but he was moving around a lot, and he placed the right punch, and look, he went down. I'm still, gonna stick behind my guns and say that he wasn't looking sloppy. It's just Jason Valdez was that type of fighter, man. And look, he finished him, bro. That means he got some power, some real power.
And that's what's great about it. He's feeling comfortable about himself right now, which is great. So let's see the performances that he puts on going forward. Can we talk about the other fights that I seen also on the ESPN, like the Xander and them fights too?
Yeah, but before you do that, Stick Talk Boxing has something to say. He says Berchelt was doing the Meg the Stallion dance. Body yada 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 yada. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Mad Bear 100 says, if you're named Josh from the UK, you're done. Warrington Kelly, Taylor next. Question mark. Damn. Yeah, man, you guys been taking some tough ones, man. Shit. But we won't talk about that. What you were mentioning?
Yo, sweet science examiner. Believe me, bro. I know what you mean. When I say what I say, I'm talking directly to the fighters that consistently get butt hurt. Like, man, you know what I mean? Like, you got a stoppage. You look good. Your post fight was good. But damn, we can't say that you know what I mean? You got a little sloppy at times. Like that shouldn't be like the end of a relationship because someone is giving you a pickup. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking you up so that the next fight you don't look a little bit sloppy.
Show Kid 2005, a Border Wars participant for this Border Wars X in Florida. That's right, you heard it. Taking on the motherfucking Marioski. He says, great fights. Only thing missing was TBV live commentary. That's how my fight versus Mario gonna look. Laughing out loud.
Which one? Berchelt? Or
Yeah.
Valdez versus Flores?
He got options.
You know. Well, next on the card was
Xander Yáñez.
Xander with the 10 round. Was
Yeah,
it?
looking sensational, fast, powerful.
Oh no, it was
tall.
It was Falco. Falco. It was Falco. Who got the fourth round stoppage, but I didn't see this one, so anybody who did can take it away.
Was that the body
Broken
shot?
nose.
Oh,
Nah, the broken nose. Corner retired him in between after the fourth round. In between rounds, couldn't
Impressive,
answer
man.
the fifth round.
That's
Yes,
impressive because no one's ever stopped Akakov. This is AKA Wolverine, the one that Billy Joe and Demetrius Andrade beat. So if someone finally stopped him, it's credit to that opponent. And obviously, we got to keep our eye on the fact that he doesn't continue to get stopped, and it's not a he's done type of thing. Yeah, well, on the undercard of that was my Dominican brethren, who went the 8-round decision for the first time in a long time. Elvis Rodriguez went 8. I did not see this. You?
I did. I did. Listen, man, wonderful. What you seen it, sir?
I did not see it.
Yeah, he had a wonderful jab. Great to the body. The power punches landed around the guard. Like the dude had the high guard. He'd come reach around and knock the chin. Like he was. He put on a sensational performance, looking really, really good, man. Really.
I saw little bits and pieces, man. I had so much going on. I had all these fights on.
The weird thing about that fight, though, everything Freddie Roach was telling him to do, it just seemed like it was going right over his head. He wanted to do his own thing that night.
Wait, you talking about Elvis Rodriguez? I'm so lost.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I still didn't see the entirety of it. I did kind of ride back and forth between certain rounds. Yo, what's up with what was the guy's name that he was facing, bro? Because the man has some resilience.
Luis Alberto Vernon.
Come on, Ness. You're the Britannica of boxing. Who is this guy?
I never heard of this dude. Never.
Bro, I was impressed by his durability, dog. Like he kept getting hit hard, and he would return shots with the same veracity that Elvis was throwing. I ain't gonna say that Elvis is like only as good as his opponents. This guy's tough, so you get those guys that you don't get out of there like that. It's it happens, and you got to see other angles and other facets of his game. I think that Elvis was patient. He didn't get crazy because he couldn't knock him out. Kept good discipline. His punches were placed, were put well together. Better luck next time, right? Look, Keith Thurman was knocking guys out, constantly until he got to certain levels. You get to certain levels, you get to see if you're really about that one hitter quitter, bronze bomber power, or if not, you may be a combination puncher. You get tested, man. And this was kind of like a test, like a mid-range test, if you want to just say.
Yeah, for those that are like, oh, how you ain't watch your boy, Ness? I thought this was your boy. Remember that I had to drive 5 hours to Orlando. So, you know what I mean? I was covering the fight, and we'll talk about that as our fourth fight card topic later on this evening. And I'll tell you all the goodness. It was actually super worth it. Like, it was mad
stupendous
star power there. I couldn't believe everybody was there. It was like Edgar Berlanga was there, Josue Vargas was there, Serafina was there, Marcus Brown was there, obviously Andre Rozier was there, Terry Arnold Johnson was there, Chris Algieri was there. Fuck, man.
The whole Miami Connect.
Yo, it was mad people, bro. It was crazy. Big Baby, the real Big Baby from Toledo, Ohio, was there.
I saw the post. Is the interview out on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. All the interviews are on YouTube. Man, it was just so many people there. Curtis Stevens was there. It was mad people, and I'm like, wow. And some good. Coach Nelson was here, the trainer of Pitufo.
Stupendous.
Diaz. Obviously, Ofacio Falcon Jr. was there. He looked good. These fights are on IFL TV as well. If you guys want to catch it, if you're a truck driver, you got to stop. They're on their YouTube channel. It's called From Brooklyn to Orlando. And it was some pretty good fights. With some good fighters.
Bama saying Guido was there.
Nah, that wasn't Guido Villanella. That was another dude. His name, he's also Italian. He's not even a heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight. He'll probably be a heavyweight years to come. But yeah, man, it was definitely some people in there. That was a nice ass arena too. That's how many people was there, bro. That ring is going to be the same exact ring that Canelo uses. It's Julian Hammerhands' dad. He was down there. And I'm like, yo, what you doing now? He's like, nah, I'm like, damn, you putting the ring all the way down here? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I got Canelo too. I'm like, damn. So, yeah,
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's up.
We got Ignorant Boxing that says, I guess he meant to say, how about Basura got gifted Santiago? No, got a gift. Santiago got robbed.
Oh! Double hit to the gut about Basura. Come on, man. Give him a chance. I mean, look, the punch stats didn't make too much sense to me. But Santiago's face and AB's face was totally different. So it's like, I don't even know what to say about
shit.
that.
About Basura, AB, I ain't even, that went over my head. I'm over here like, yo, who the hell is Santiago? What is he talking about? Who's Basura? I'm really thinking it was like a Spanish name and it wasn't Basura. Like,
oh,
yo, he
shit,
called him
the
about
creativeness
garbage,
of the TT
man.
fam.
Yo,
crazy.
how you gonna call him about garbage like that, bro? That's
Hey,
crazy.
yo, Brian Clark is throwing I don't know. He's throwing a cryptic message with the super chat number, but I'll ask him later about it. Brian Clark says Berchelt versus Valdez was a great fight, but my New Jersey homeboy Shakur Stevenson wants next, and Brazil has slow hands, feet, and reaction time. He done. And that emoji looks like a guy that needs to walk away with a little bag. I have no idea.
He done.
He's
if it's a guy that got to walk away with a little bag, it's like when the homeless dude is like, yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
got his little hacky sack patch.
Bruh, so let's talk about Antonio Tarver's heavyweight from Florida who fought on the Miami card, and he weighs 270 pounds. So Cortez Dustin is bigger than me and all of y'all. His opponent, Joseph Coates, weighs 207. And it was his debut. All right.
Interesting.
And Dustin
Say what?
Yeah. He went the decision. Let me see. It's Cortez. Let me do a look. Cortez.
Yo, real quick, let me hit you with that other super chat. Then it's coming in from your man's Ken Stone. Lil B Hop versus Valdez, number 1 and number 2 at 130.
Yeah, I was racking my brain. I read that earlier. That's not really necessarily true. Not that I don't want it to be true. It's just I don't know, right? Like Joseph Diaz still has a better win than Colbert, right? Colbert's biggest win is the former world champion from Panama. What's his name? Corrales? No. Who did he fought? Is Jezreel. Yes, it is Corrales. Jezreel or the up-and-coming Jaime Abolera, right? Neither are Tevin Farmer, which Diaz has. So Diaz is a 130-pounder. So I don't know. It would be at least a discussion that he's in there. You know, maybe, right? No, I don't know. Maybe. No.
Maybe.
Man, so because I can't find this dude's name, because this is another boxer that chooses not to have his name be his Instagram for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think you got to hit the alarm. Fred the Boss, welcome to the champ level.
Ring the
has
alarm.
Become a new member.
Big up yourself.
Shout out to you, man, because word is born.
I already got some pop. Already got some pop,
man. Thank you for joining the club. We got Louisville Slugger that says, good step up for Wylene, Ortiz or Charles Mountain. Lewis Ortiz or Charles Mountain? Man, I would take Lewis, man. Give me Lewis, man. I want somebody to give Lewis a shot, man. I'm still,
two southpaws.
I'm still with Wilder. Like why no top fighters want to fight this dude? Like, come on, man, get him out of there.
No
get him out of
top
there.
fighters want to fight him. None.
Somebody get him out of there, man. If he's a bum, show me he's a bum. If he's done, cook him.
Ness, big up yourself. Bama Bo, super chat.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What? What's so funny, yo? Because you said big up yourself?
It's all good. Do we? Yo, terrible. Terrible. Yo, Baba, that's you not reading the super chat, bro?
Nah, go ahead.
It was for you, but okay, cool, no problem. Bama Bo, with a $4.99 super chat that says Ness could beat Brazil these days. Wilder ended that dude. Border Wars 11. No one conditioning Brazil versus Florida. Man, Gibbs. I got Gibbs by TKO. Yo, he got you by TKO over Brazil, man.
Y'all tripping, man. Props, y'all tripping. I seen Brazil hit Wylene with some shit, man. What y'all talking about?
He said he did hit Wilding with some shit.
And he didn't move him.
Them uppercuts, though. I seen him. He looked like when he got hit with them uppercuts, he looked like that girl from The Element when she was looking up and shit. Like his chin was hitting the sky, bro.
Listen, I seen Brazil hit Wallin with a hook. He took it on the guard, but he took like 4 steps backwards. Like big shots. He was throwing some big shots.
So
he wasn't accurate.
It's slow. Hit the glove, but it knocked him back. Yeah.
This is what I wanted to show y'all, right? This is the Tarver. Fudges. All right,
call him the Fudginator. In the meantime, Dennis Sanchez says on a super chat, why AB say he need a couple of fights before facing even Prograis?
What you mean? Why, man? Because he been out.
What weight division AB gonna be champ at? I don't see it. I don't know emoji.
You heard the man. He didn't have the tools to lose the little bit of weight that was left, man. He'll be right for the next one.
Soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to
provide the athlete.
You ain't with me.
You got to provide the athlete the things they need. Now, Joe.
You ain't with him, Francis. So right now I'm screen sharing the Antonio Tarver heavyweight. And because of Antonio Tarver, we following him, and he posted this, and it says the caption was like, when you really feel bad for your food, but mama said you don't waste your food, so I must eat, right? And then you find out that the dude weighs 207, and that the dude is actually, the other guy is actually like 270, and then you get a unanimous decision. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to know, like, I don't know, what y'all think about that? Like 207 versus 270.
Yeah, that's like a Tyson Fury versus Steve Cunningham sort of look. And I'm saying that's a big guy versus
but check it out though. But he must have looked good because Rick Ross was in the building and said that he gained the fan and shit. So. But yeah, I just wasn't. I mean, like, am I being harsh in wondering why it was a decision for a guy that much bigger than his opponent?
Well, how many rounds was the fight scheduled
4.
for? Yeah, man, I'm not mad at him, man. That's close to like amateur style speed fighting. So it's like.
But it was that guy's debut. It's not like he's been fighting and he has like all these skills. You know what I'm saying? It was.
I gotta go back and see it because if the guy really showed up, man, Mitty's one of the guys that kind of educated me more on the average journeyman and the guy that steps in.
I'm keeping my eye on him because he's with Tarver, right? His first opponent weighed 381.
Damn.
Now this opponent weighs 207. I'm just saying, somebody try to get it right for him.
You add them up and you divide, you get a medium between the two guys, right? Look, listen, one guy was bigger, a lot bigger, and one guy was a lot smaller. They're giving them different looks. The smaller guy's actually going to give them more speed and more, more problems on the agility and the movement. The big guy is probably a guy that could take more punches or maybe give out more. What's up?
Look at OTKP. He's like, Nez really stuck on this dude. Is he good? I mean, he's supposed to be. He with Tarver, right? Like, why would Tarver waste his time? Like, right? He's Antonio Tarver. He's a Hall of Famer. He has his own son who fights. He's choosing to train as heavyweight now for more than whatever amount of years that we've been knowing. Why wouldn't we, as boxing purists, follow this young man's career, OTKP? Like, why are you so mean and rude? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you following this guy? You know what I mean? Isn't Tarver one of your favorite fighters? Don't you remember him for saying any more excuses, Roy? Or any excuses today, Roy? Don't you remember him from knocking out Roy? I mean... Are you not entertained?
Sometimes with them 4-round fights, man, you just got to get what you get. And that's probably the situation here, why he's got someone 400 pounds and someone 200 pounds.
Yo, this guy, 100 iTuber. Why are you always so mean, man? Why you always so mean? Did you say that about Fury, man? Fury is built like a fucking a cone of ice cream, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, he said.
You know what I'm saying? But like
He said batatas fritas.
No, TKP. He's not 381. His first fight, the opponent he faced was 381. Lord, catch up.
Yo, Alex, Tyson Fury built like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nah, bro. SpongeBob, at least, you know, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? My man's like more like Patrick.
Patrick.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but look, when he gets in shape, you can't doubt that that's, you know, a massive, you know, dude that's freaking going in there strong. When he the way he looked when going into the second fight with Bronze Bomber, he was big. As late, I seen him take a dive into the ocean for a quick second. He was looking real soft. So I don't know. You know, he throws you off sometimes with his post, but I don't even know how this guy looks like, the guy that Ness is talking about. Unfortunately, I'll get a better look at him in a little bit, but you know, if he is getting trained by Antonio Tarver, you know, maybe he saw something in him and he's spending some time with him, and maybe he develops into something special, or maybe he sees something special in him. I do not know. What I do know is that the super chat, Ignorant Boxing, came through, said, only thing Wilder ruined is his career with all those conspiracies with no proof. Some Ripley's believe it or not shit. Auto KO's Wilder. Damn, that's how far we've fallen.
Ignorant
Otis,
Boxing is tripping. First of all, Auto ain't even KO the last dude he fought, which is Dominic.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a knockout guy, but he could have pressed. You know, even Joey Gamache said it in the corner. Like, listen, man, you got to just help him quit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just help him get there. You know, because that eye was looking bad.
Help him change his mind, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Just walk him next to the cliff. Maybe he'll jump on his own.
All you gotta do is put Nestor Gibbs and hold his hand and lead him down. Come on, man. This is the way you want to go.
Listen,
Dude, don't forget Otto Willand's 6'5". What, 235?
Big guy. These are big guys, man. Brazil's pretty.
And I always Brazil. What about this Easter fight? Because again, I could only watch what I was able to watch today, and the ESPN card and the DAZN card, that was a lot. So trying to get to the Showtime,
lot of boxing going
it was
on.
difficult.
Hey, we come a long way, no?
Yeah, I know. Now every promoter wants to promote on Saturday at the same time. But how did Robert Easter look? Oh shit, Zachary Ochoa took a loss. Oh man.
Robert Easter looked phenomenal, man. The jab. He was jabbing the face off of Ryan Martin. Ryan Martin always had to reset when he was coming in to throw his punches. Ryan didn't really throw much punches, and when he tried to, Easter's movement was really good. His boxing was really good. I enjoyed the 1-2. Performance to me was a good performance.
Shout out to Anna Marie that just became a member.
Welcome to the contender level. And real quick, Otis did have something to say. Otis Biscuit says Broner versus Barrios. That's Mario Barrios for all you guys out there. And we had another super chat from Ken Stone. Says Hellenius.
Barrios will fuck around and beat Broner. But Broner has a good chance of bodying Barrios because Barrios gets very wide. But he, you know, I mean, like he's been hit by lesser men than Broner in the boxing world, right? Like Broner's very accomplished as a boxer. And, you know, Barrios' last fight, Carl Cowboy Carl, right? I said that right? Or is Cowboy Carol? I don't know. Ryan Cowboy Carroll? I can't even say it. But the point is, tongue-tied.
Ryan Cowboy Carl.
There you go. He even touched Barrios some. So that would be like Broner DeMarco all over again. Let's be real. Now, I don't know that Broner does Barrios the way he did DeMarco. Again, I think it's Barrios' time. It's his time. I think he could take Broner right now. You know, I think he could take Broner right now. That's a dangerous fight for Broner. What about you? You guys think? Because you do that super chat. Y'all think Broner beats him? Answer, y'all. But
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think Broner looked sharp to me, and he's looking like he's dusting off the thing. If he gets his mind right and gets back to working the jab from behind the jab and throwing his punches, I see him beating Barrios. Broner's strong. He punches hard, and Barrios swells up. You know what I mean? He swells up easy. You know what I mean? He could get cut in that fight, bro. You rarely see Broner swell up or get cut. So you know what I mean? If he wants to get on the inside and do it, it'll be a good fight, man. It'll be a good fight.
Look, man, we just getting we want to hope and we want to believe we're getting back to AB, this discipline. You know, he's expressing how much he wants to be in the ring, and we're getting somebody. So I mean, when you tell me match him up against Barrios next, not yet, man. Nah,
exactly. He fights Barrios next. Barrios got a huge opportunity at taking that win.
Yeah, he could actually, he has enough, you know, backing, I think, too, that he'll take the win and even in a close decision.
Right, and you know what? For Broner, that's
next. I agree with you guys. Next, for sure.
Yo, for Broner, that's a fight that's marketable because they could go to Texas. Barrios could do San Antonio. He's from San Antonio. They could do San Antonio with that fight. And Broner has done San Antonio with Maidana. They can do that. They can do that in Texas. He could get some fans in there for real, you know?
Well, there you go. That's another belt for him. You know, I mean, that might get him to where he want to be. So it might really get him up and get him prepared for this one. And by then, we might have fans back in the building, which he's clearly harped on the whole post-fight press conference and pre-fight press conference. So it'd be a good thing, all in all.
Nah, he could get fans in Texas, man. We all know that shit, man. But under the undercard of the Broner and Valine, we had Easter. You talked about that. And we also had...
Did take nobody else seen Easter? Only me?
Only you, man. You the purist.
Yo,
yeah, I got to see some of the highlights, man. My bad.
I'm not going to lie to you. Easter
highlight YouTube
sharp,
king.
Man. Easter looks sharp. I know Carl has been through his ups and downs, but he is 24-1.
Yo,
Easter looked good, but I mean, Ryan Martin, come forward, hands up.
Did he stop him? Because Josh did.
Ah.
What? I'm glad
I think it was average. He did what he was supposed to do. It is what it is, but
he didn't take any necessary chance or risk. Because he was winning the fight so easy. He just kept on doing what he was doing straight down the stretch. You know what I mean? Ryan continued to press as much as he could, throwing when he tried to, but the boxing ability of Robert Easter was there. It wasn't like a sensational performance, but it was a great performance showing how sharp he is after being out of the ring for about a year and a little bit. You know what I mean? So against an opponent who is game, he comes forward, he throws punches when he can, and you know, he didn't really follow his game plan according to his corner, but you know, that happens sometimes.
Word, man. Listen. No stoppage?
No.
There was nothing on that card, really. I mean, in my eyes, there was nothing on that card.
Yo, call him Keep It Real Dave. So moving on, right? Where we had the DAZN card. Is that a little early? What was that? Wembley, David Avanesyan getting a stoppage over Josh Kelly. I watched that. That was
hell of a card.
That was
hell of a card.
Bloody affair. I mean, I actually did watch the whole card, but I cut out on that Robbie Davis Jr. card a little bit. And on that Jordan Gill. I mean, them dudes couldn't keep me. But the Florian Marco, I watched that, man.
Florian.
I watched that, and I watched him get dropped. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, this is the second time. Like, he's supposed to be this dude that's gonna beat Conor Ben, but he's struggling both times out. Last time out, he didn't look good. This time, he looked better because he eventually did get the stoppage, and he was landing some big-ass bombs in this fight. But bruh, he went down from like a bodybuilder, man. Did anybody know this dude, Ray Charlton?
Yeah, he's an undefeated 6-0, 7-0. He's not the most skilled fighter, but he's known to pack a punch.
Yeah, he's like a
That's why he looks like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But Florian Marku, up until that time he got dropped, I mean, he showed something that I haven't seen from him yet. I mean, this is his first 10-round fight. He's a former kickboxer. He looked very comfortable in that ring. And what he's got to do is keep his mouth shut and stop talking all that BS while he's fighting. That's what got him caught. That's what got him dropped, because he got too comfortable. He got cocky.
Yep.
And you get hit by a big puncher, you're going to go over. And he tried to say after the fight his legs got tangled, but he got dropped because he was being a bonehead in that ring.
Yeah, it reminded me of like Mickey Bay, John Molina. You know, Mickey Bay's winning this fight, and you know he decides to look to the crowd and talk to Floyd Mayweather, and bloop, Molina knocks him out. And it's like you're winning, so you get bored of winning. It's too easy for you, and that's what happened to Marku there. You know, but the thing is, they're gonna give us the Conor Benn fight. Conor Benn was in studio. I mean, they're gonna give it to us regardless if Marku looks good or not. I think they shouldn't wait because this dude looks beatable. Again, yeah, he looked way better this time out, but he fought a dude that is like, you know, a blue collar guy. You know, he didn't fight a Conor Benn. He didn't fight someone with pedigree or, you know, amateur background.
Conor Benn's fighting Vargas.
Yeah, Samuel. But
Yep.
they're trying to build this fight, though. You know, I mean, they're building this fight.
Well, Conor Benn said that he's not even worried about Florian Marku. He said he ain't really worried about him. If he keeps winning, a couple fights down the road, they might make it. But Marku Avanesyan. But then Avanesyan said Eddie Hearn said that they're going to try to look to see if they can get Avanesyan a big fight.
Because Avanesyan is going to look at, like, he's going to want a title shot. But I'm going to be real with Avanesyan. Beating Josh Kelly, who really lost already to Ray Robinson, I don't know that, you know, that's title shot worthy. Like, I don't know that Crawford's going to say, yeah, I'll give you a shot at my WBO because you beat Josh Kelly. Like, Kelly wasn't internationally known yet. He was a highly touted contender, you know, that took a leap. Let's be real. He's only had, what, 10, 11 fights? How many fights did he have with this one? That put him
This might have been his 11th fight.
That put him at 11. So there's no knock on Kelly either. You know, let's not forget that Kelly is trying to jump the line. Avanesyan has, you know, 30 fights. So Kelly was trying to jump the line, and because of that, he suffered a setback. But it's not a knock on Josh Kelly because, again, he was jumping the line. He can still
like we
go
talked
get
about
developed.
last show, Ness. Me, you, Mario. I said it's going to be skill versus experience, and I think that's exactly what played out here. Avanesyan just kept his head down, kept coming forward. He wasn't frustrated by getting, you know, pot shotted and moved around the whole ring.
Do you think the blood had anything to do with it?
Huh?
You think the blood had anything to do with it? It was so much blood. I wonder if either one of them were completely themselves with all that blood.
No, Kelly said that he was feeling nauseous and dizzy.
Yeah, no,
bro, that shit was like a blood.
It was like a murder scene.
Yeah,
it looked crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I've been watching this for a minute. That was a lot of blood.
Not only that, the back of the head that got split open from the elbow. Then he got the split above the eye too, and I think, you know, he was just losing composure and his feet a little bit.
I mean, look, it was a lot. I mean, that shit was that was crazy.
I seen a couple of those highlight rounds, man. Avanesyan was going. He wanted to prove a point the way he was trying to beat on him, man. And that cut from the back, I think that you mentioned, David. I think that was the one that was getting him woozy, man. It kept leaking a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of blood. It was the eye was nothing compared to the back of the head, but these two had a lot of bad beef with each other. So I mean,
Yo, did you see
Avanesyan wasn't
Avanesyan?
playing games.
Yo, did you see Avanesyan talking mad slick to the people outside of the ring?
Yeah.
You
Yelling
Showing
at
that
him,
Conor
bro.
Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was Conor Ben? Because
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Conor Ben was working for Sky.
They didn't show it on the telecast, so I didn't know that he was talking to Conor. He was talking like somebody tried to play him. He like, you get in the ring. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
Yeah, that was Conor up in the booth.
Yeah, but everybody that's hating on Josh, listen, let him get some developmental fights. He tried to skip the line. You know, give him the guys that Conor Ben has been fighting. How many fights Conor Ben got? You know, give him the guys Conor Ben been fighting before he stepped up. You know, give him the guys that anyone fights before they step up. Josh Kelly, that Carlos Molina fight ruined him. It was a huge step up. It was a huge eye-opener to anyone who knows anything about boxing. The minute a 5-0 kid takes on a world champion or a former world champion of that caliber in 5 fights, dude, did Kelly win a medal that I don't know about? I mean, because I don't really follow Emmys like that. But, like, he wasn't a gold medalist that I know of. So it's like, man, this dude's about to take Carlos Molina in his 5th fight. So that was, it put the eyeballs on you. And it set a standard, you know? So it was like, well, you did that. Now it's only up from here. And, you know, sometimes the leaps are too great, man. Avanesyan was tough. I picked Avanesyan. I ain't getting my credit because we don't be doing Crow, but I picked Avanesyan. Y'all did not. I don't know who did.
I picked Kelly. I picked Kelly
So
on
you-
a decision.
So you own some fucking Crow, you know? I was
I got
looking-
2 today. I got 2 crows today.
Yo, this weekend was going by. I'm like, damn, if I would have fucking had it, like, if I would live in a place where they have all the fights, I could be knocking parlays out for sure because I picked them. Man. You know,
Yeah, let me get my Brazil crow too.
Oh,
Buddy.
you picked Brazil over Oda?
Yeah, I did.
Tripping.
Yo, Ness, do you think Adam Booth, Josh Kelly's trainer, knew what was going to happen since he pulled him out of the fight twice before this? And Adam Booth threw the towel in pretty quick in my eyes.
Possibly, but no. I mean, you know, it was COVID, man. Who knows, man? I mean, you know, damn, you got me thinking now. I don't know, man.
Well, when Adam Booth threw that towel in, there was 20 seconds left of the round. And it's not like he couldn't get up on his feet. You know, he was stable. And Adam Booth threw that towel in.
Yeah, he wanted to take
I mean, look, they probably know. I mean, look, he didn't go down though. He could take the shot. I don't know.
The thing is, when your guy comes back to the corner, you get to get a good look at him, man. And he didn't like what he was looking at, man. You know, your fighter's always going to want to fight, especially when you're at those levels. But he didn't have it in there anymore, man.
No, Doomy, I'm saying there was 20 seconds left of that round when Adam Booth threw in the towel. He didn't even allow him to come back to the corner and see what he looked like.
Yeah, no, like I'm saying, as the fight is progressing, you know, you wonder why he didn't want him to come back. Like, just end this now, you know? Send it. Let's throw the towel now. I mean, look, whether he quits on the stool or he quits while he's fighting, I don't know if that makes any difference in money or whatever it may be. You don't want your guy getting punished anymore. Those 20 seconds could have been everything, or they might have been nothing, right? So, you know, you got a tough call as a cornerman, and did the right thing, man. The guy's young, man. He's slick. We all fell in love with that triple F hook or the 6-7 hook combo he hit somebody with, you know, a while back. And then, you know, he still can develop.
Well, that's another thing. For such a slick fighter, Avanesyan was hitting him often.
He gets hit a lot. I did not pick Kelly Alex Jones. Get your ass
because
out
he
of here.
He was trying to fight in that Philly shells type form, and he was getting picked off. He was getting picked off.
Call him.
They gotta go backwards,
pickings.
bro. They gotta go backwards. They gotta get the same type of names that Elvis Rodriguez was just in with yesterday. Even though that dude was tough, we never heard of that motherfucker. You know what I mean? He wasn't supposed to be tough, and that's what Kelly needs. Kelly needs 5 to 7 tune-ups. Remember, George Foreman got 10. Joe Louis got how many? They called it a Bum of the Month club. So he needs to develop. They rushed him. He needs to develop because let me tell you, Ivan Globa fought yesterday, and he would destroy a lot of motherfuckers in that division, man. He's going to destroy a lot of dudes in that division. For real.
According to Eddie Hearn, Josh Kelly's moving up to 154 after this fight.
Say what?
That's probably what it was. Maybe it was difficult making the weight. He was a big dude. Think about it. We just interviewed his sparring partner who's a junior middleweight, and Kelly looked bigger than him.
Yo, that means he got to see my man's in the Charlo, champ. It's over.
Not necessarily.
Charlo would kill them.
Not necessarily.
It's over, Rover.
Not necessarily, bro. You give Kelly 3 domestic level 154-pound fights, and you dust Kelbook back off. What are you talking about? Easy fight. Both of them was welterweights. Both of them are, Josh a decent name in the UK. Kel a big name in the UK. That's a fight for Matchroom all day. Take them to Sheffield, maybe London.
Battle of the Broken.
All day, 154. Let's go, champ. But getting back.
Hey, yo, more. I wanted to ask you, what was the feeling that you got in between rounds when Josh Kelly came back? Do you felt like he was listening to the instructions from Booth, or you felt like he was already like checked out? He was kind of disconnected.
The thing is, nowadays with these broadcasts, we don't get to see that corner cam like we used to. So honestly, I can't tell you exactly what Adam Booth was telling him, but it seemed like Kelly was fighting like Kelly always does. And so I don't know exactly what Adam Booth told him. I wish that broadcast would go back to the HBO method and show more of the corner cam with the translators. You know?
They did that for the Top Rank and the Showtime card too, where they had like in between, you could hear what Broner was saying to his fighters, Easter, all these guys, you can hear what they're saying. So I thought
we need that as boxing fans.
Yeah,
that's a big part of the suspense of a fight and trying to follow the fight from start to finish. We need that as fans, and for some reason, Sky Sports, every time in between rounds they run a 30-second commercial, and you only get to see like the last 10 seconds of the corner cam. In Dazn, the broadcasters speak over the corner men in between the rounds. So half the time I don't even know what's going on with the corners.
Yo, Troy Killertainment King says on the super chat, Berchelt got left. Hashtag sunny side up. Damn, he said he a fried egg. Yo, was a real crazy out of the another dimension shot he took, bro. That was a crazy shot. It was like, just imagine you at the batting cage and you take your best swing and shit. You know, the ball's right there, T-ball style. That's exactly what happened last night, man. It was a crazy shot. I was worried for Berchelt. To be honest with you, I was like, damn.
Jordan, I'm sorry.
No, I was like, damn. Like, fuck.
Jordan Carter with a super chat says, easy money. I can't wait to turn pro. I want to see you turn pro too, but I think you need to go down to cruiserweight. You might need to go to cruiserweight at 6 feet tall, man. Gonna be tough.
Yo, Andy's a short heavyweight. He's like 6'3", 6'4". Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys are
Can't
huge.
Forget Andy. Yo, so speaking of heavyweights, man, y'all ain't talk about Johnny Fisher. I actually seen that. It wasn't a really clean stoppage, but you know.
Say what?
It wasn't a clean stoppage, but Matt Gordon, he ain't want to be there anyway, man. He wasn't trying to do nothing. He was just there, bro. It was like yesterday.
Johnny Fisher looked like a poor man's Tyson Fury.
I ain't see it.
Explain to me what an unclean stoppage meant. Like, what the hell happened? What do you mean?
Like, it wasn't a clean stoppage. Like, he didn't land this devastating right and the ref jumped in. It was more like him just wailing on a dude that's balled up. curled up. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
He had
And
he
he
had him
beat the
down.
count, and once he beat the count, the referee looked in his eyes and say, "All right, you don't want to fight anymore. I'll do you a favor and stop the fight."
Bro, he beat he knocked him down twice, didn't he? Fucking, he didn't need to take no punches, man.
yeah, but again,
that guy's strong, bro. That guy looks like
the Rumford Bull or something like that.
Bro, he picks up cars and shit type shit. Like he'll move your car from a tight spot and shit. Like
Joe Joy said, obviously probably has one of the best chins in boxing. Joe Joy said that Fisher has hit him one of the hardest that he's ever been hit in sparring, because they're in the same stable pretty much.
I was just about to say that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say Doomy can't punch either.
Damn, call him. I'm
saying.
gonna root for the friends. Look, but Joe Joyce ain't gonna kid you around. And anyway, I don't know what part of that fight would give you the impression otherwise, because that dude was wailing on him, and the shots that did land was making my boy's eyes look like the gremlins.
I just lean one because I love that he was using his left hand, like he was like sizing it up. Boom. And it's like, damn, you lining it up and you can't land a clean one? So like,
and he was smothering his work. Like, he lined it up and then fall into him.
All right, now we talking the truth. Is all I'm saying. And it's no knock. That's his pro debut. He got it. You know,
it's a 4-rounder, man. You're trying to get that guy the hell out of there. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to.
Anxious. You know, apparently this kid isn't from the streets. You know, he's like an educated kid, so he's probably nervous.
Ness, so what do you think of Fisher, man? What is he not up to par? Did you want a flawless victory?
No, Jesus, I hate that everything I say it gets taken so like out of context. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he looked bad. I'm just saying the stoppage wasn't clean. It was an accumulation stoppage. It wasn't like, bam, I hit you on the chin and the ref seen that, you know, you was done. It was more like, this other dude just doesn't want to fight. Like, he's, you know, he's just blocking, and Fisher gets the punch on him. Like, that shit was whack, man.
Let's be a little fair, though. You know that the way that Matt Gordon was fighting, he wasn't leaving himself open to catch that clean one. Like you said, he was balling up. He was high guard.
Maybe a little left hook to the body would have changed that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was all... Oh, I'ma just line you up like dun 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 dun. Put his hand like Superman and let the right hand follow. I mean, again, he looked good. He looked good if you want to compare him to American heavyweight Nkosi Solomon pro debuting. He looked great. He looked great, but there's nothing wrong with saying someone did good, but they need to work on some things, right? So it's like, and he can't work on that. That was the referee's decision to you know, because, I mean, look, the dude, it's like you said, the dude went down, the ref didn't even let it continue. But I didn't really see clean shots like that, like straight up landing on the face and shit like that. I don't know.
Yo, so this guy's this dangerous. Like, he's that much of a heavy puncher. He can hit you through the guard.
They say he's
or on the guard.
They say he's a heavy puncher.
Bro.
Not only that, though, he looked a little bit light on his feet. Like, he wasn't the standard hands up, come forward, 1, 2. You know, he was pretty light on his feet. He was doing the fake ass shoulder roll. He was trying that.
I'll be honest, he didn't look like Babbitt either. Yeah, I like that he was using the lead hand up and down, and he didn't look like Babbitt either. You know, he looked more patient than Babbitt. You know, but. Where are we? Moving on. That's that UK card. Now we get to talk about, you guys get to listen. I get to tell you all about this card in Orlando, Florida, that Havoc put on, and MTK. And they had the main event. This was strange, right? Because what's listed on BoxRec wasn't the way that it played out. Main event was Pablo Valdez, who scored a first-round knockout. And Pablo is in that same Andre Rozier stable. So his stable mate is Edgar Berlanga and Richard Comey and Melissa Oddessa and all those people. And Pablo is really clicked up with Berlanga.
He Puerto Rican too, Ness?
He's Dominican, Pablo.
Okay.
So Pablo gets a very quick stoppage. It was almost disgusting. He threw a double jab. The dude bit and ducked, and Pablo landed the right hand. My man flattened himself and didn't get up till after the count. So that was done. Melissa Oddessa Parker, on the other hand,
had a tough fight, huh?
this was a very interesting fight. Strange for sure because of the fight itself. Melissa's 3-0, and Maria Cecilia Roman at the time was like 19 or 18 fights in. She was like 15 wins and 3 losses, maybe 1 draw.
Stupendous.
So well experienced.
And a champion. No, she's still, and that's what I'm saying. This is strange. She's the current IBF champion, but her belt wasn't on the line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is that? How does that even work?
I don't know. Maybe she's. Let me see if she's the champ at the division below or something.
Yeah, like what? It might be that. It might just be that.
Has to be above or below.
I don't know. International IBF. She won the IBF in 2017 at 115. So maybe that's it. Maybe she's. But again, after that, after winning it at 115, right?
Her opponent might have not have made weight.
She never weighed 115 again. She was weighing 118, 117, 118. So I don't know, was it a 118-pound belt? Because she fought Parker at 119 and Parker was 121. So they fought at 122. So she did move up for this fight from 118, I guess. I don't even know. But I do know that she is the IBF champion. Her belt wasn't on the line. So she showed her experience. This was a tough fight for Melissa. You guys should watch it. It's still on IFL's YouTube channel. This girl, Roman, man, she was fearless. Yo, she would throw the high guard on and just fuck it. She's like, fuck it, you do you, and then I'm gonna do me. But she was more like a one-punch puncher. You know what I mean? It was like you bam, 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 bam. Boom, one big left hook. My girl thought that Melissa lost. She thought Roman did enough, but I didn't. I thought Melissa was turning the shit out of ass whenever she was listening. Combination punching, up and down, painting the fence. She was looking good, except that her hands was like on her chin. So she was getting caught with left hooks and back hooks whenever the girl did explode. It was a fucking crazy fight, for real. Y'all really, really, really should check it out. It's on there. But
hey, Ness, is that the one that's on the IFL channel?
Yes, it's worth checking it out. It's a lot of good fights on there. The Ivan Globa fight, I'm probably not supposed to pronounce the B, and maybe it's Gloab. I don't know. Glob, I don't know. But, bro, that dude could punch, man. I know Jamonte Clark beat him in a unanimous decision, but it was an 8-rounder. You know what I'm saying? This dude could punch, man. He's fearless as well. But, he got the win. Melissa Oddessa Parker also got the win. And Cesar Francis is another dude we need to watch out for. This is a Panamanian welterweight. Man, this dude got like a freaking 20-second knockout, clean knockout though, like pop, sleep. Check that out. That ain't gonna waste your time. And he's endorsed by Toledo, Ohio heavyweight, the Real Big Baby. That's who the Real Big Baby, Jared Anderson, was there to see.
Support.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Francis did very good. Cesar Francis from Panama, from BK, born and raised in Panama, and bro, he had so many Panamanian with him. So many Panamanians with him. It was crazy. Crazy. They was fly too. They was doing their thing. Shout out to Cesar Francis. Alex Vargas, 138. I don't know. I don't think I watched that one. Giovanni Soguri. That's the I'm probably killing his name, but that's the cruiserweight that is with Dre. You know, he got the first round knockout. He's big as hell. People thought he was Guido Viganella. He's Giovanni. And he got the stoppage. Brandon Lynch is also a Havoc heavyweight. I got an interview with him. Very soft-spoken guy, man. I don't know. I hope he can turn it on and off, right? Like the way that he speaks and the way that he fights, if he could keep them completely separate, you know, maybe that'll work out for him. But he got the stoppage over Vincent Hadley, who made a pro debut. And I promise you, I wanted to give him my card and say, I got a Border Wars fight for you. This dude, yo, listen, the fights that get approved, I'm telling you, that's why I was like, yo, if we ever get a fighter, we gonna get him fights, man. Yo, someone needs, anyway, you can watch it. It's on IFL. Watch this dude, Vincent Hadley, man. It was insane, bro. And I don't even think he threw punches. All he did was hug the whole night. Still got stopped. But Anthony Soto, that was a tough fight for Soto. A lot of back and forth. He got the win, but somebody ain't tell Isaiah he was there to lose, man. That's another decent fight. It's only 4-rounder. Y'all can check it out. Alfacio Falcon, we interviewed him a bunch of times. He improves the 4-0. He got a killer stoppage. Beautiful, clean right-hand knockout over Jonathan Gray. That's on there. You can check that out. Elion de la Jesus. Yo, he got a nice stoppage. Oh, my God. It's on his Instagram. You can check that out. But it's also on the IFL. You should definitely check this card out. You know, these dudes, you will be seeing them. They have some talent. And they with the right teams. El Leon de Jesus is with Coach George down here in Orlando. And, you know, that Pitufo camp. Right now, Edgar Berlanga's holding his camp over there. Josue Vargas is over there. Alfacio Falcon is over there. And, you know, Elon, just like Elon Musk, his name is Elon. You know,
Elon.
he got a good team around him, man. And the coach, all right, his coach. I told him in the interview, I'm praying that he do well so that we get our first Puerto Rican Joe Goosen. I mean, you got to watch the fight just so you can see Elon's coach, bro. He's in there with, like, I don't know if they slip on Gucci's with, like, yo, I mean, he fly. He fly. He on some Joe Goosen shit, but Latino. Killed it. Puerto Rican. Killed it. Doing pads. Bah, 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 bah. Yo. He killed it, bro. Dressed to impress, not just to be a trainer. So, yo, and he's getting mad praise. Let me tell you. He works also with Alfacio Falcon Jr., Pitufo, you know, and obviously De Jesus. So, yeah, man, he had like 30 fights. I talked to him. He had like 30 fights as a pro himself. And he doing his thing, man. He doing his thing. The last one is Danielle or Danny, but it's really probably Daniel. But I don't know. He's from like, what country is this dude from? It's Platanos is his last name.
Platanos. I thought it might have been Dominican and Polish.
I mean, probably. But he's from, I never even heard of the Moldov. I don't know.
Oh, Moldov. Okay, it's a little place out in Eastern Europe.
This little dude is a little badass. I don't know how much of his power is gonna carry, but he punches. I mean, it was a unanimous decision, so I don't know if he punches hard, but he throws that shit like he is gonna kill you. And he's also with Dre, Andre Rozier. He got the unanimous decision. Punches and bunches, patient, good win.
Stupendous.
Heavy accent, but I interviewed him as well. It was a decent card.
How late those cards go?
I think I left out of there like 10:30.
Oh, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. Was it a lot of
people
fights?
got stoppages. Yeah, it was a lot of fights. My girl felt like this was too many fights.
It's like 15 fights and shit, amateur styles.
I mean, here is listed as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Damn, that's a nice card. Sometimes, depending, I guess, on how long those fights go on, they can probably drag out. But
It was long, but it ain't feel that way. I feel like everybody got stoppages. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got stoppages, and then the fights that were supposed to, like Ivan Glover got a stoppage, but he went 6 to get it. You know what I mean? He was in a fight. That shit was a good fight. Yeah.
Did you get to hear about Curtis Blades versus Derek Lewis at all? I mean, it was like a knockout that went viral.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, you know what? This is MMA. It's the heavyweight division in MMA, but the video went viral. I mean, guy got stiffened up.
I guess it didn't go too viral. It didn't even come on the Boxing Voices timeline of the IG.
It's horrible. Guys rolling around like homosexuals.
I mean, Bob said it, not me.
Bob is killing it.
Say what?
Fucking Bob, bro.
No comment.
Bob said it, not me. But
chill, Bob. Chill, Bob.
get
Nah, it was a highlight though. Like, I figured you'd hear about it everywhere and shit. But yeah.
I don't know.
Kurt. Nah. Yeah, just you can look it up.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. If he ain't boxing, he ain't in the itinerary.
So now we know why Doomy didn't watch some of those fights. He was busy watching MMA.
Dog, I literally didn't even watch the fight. It's just the viral video, bro. I mean,
who knocked out who? At least give me that.
Eric, man, knocked out Curtis. It was the all you kid of all you kids.
Big knockout, massive knockout, man.
Massive knockout.
Yeah.
Damn, like that dude hits hard.
Kind of like Stainless.
Makes you wonder.
Francis.
What'd you say?
Oh, damn.
I said kind of like how Francis gonna do Stainless.
Oh, I don't know if it sounded the same.
That's how the knockout look. But yo, so I guess what we need to double back on now is the Regis stuff. Like, do y'all think that this version of Broner beats Regis?
Oh man, come on, bro. I mean, look,
y'all seen what Regis said, right?
Yeah, he wasn't impressed.
He wasn't impressed.
He wasn't impressed. I mean, look, you are gonna say that.
He actually said more than that. Nah, it's not true. It's on IFL. What you mean? Yeah, nothing on IFL. It is on IFL. I watched it there. And they actually they recorded the shit out of that, man. That shit looks good. But, where I was at before I got interrupted with fucking OTKP?
I don't know. You was going into the
Broner Prograis.
Yeah.
Broner said after the fight that he'd wash Prograis. Not even an issue.
He'll wash his underwear. Ain't washing nothing else, man. Fuck he talking about. Bruh, listen, Prograis said it the best, man. Broner look old, and Broner is an old 31. And we all know he is because of his partying and his lifestyle, his fluctuation in weight. He ain't a regular 31-year-old. He trying to get back. Prograis hungry and disappointed that he let us down with Josh Teller. He would totally, man, listen.
Absolutely not.
About ass beatings, take that fight. Take that fight. Get ahead.
I think he gets him, man. I mean, Regis Regis has I guess chip on the shoulder or whatever, or motivation to come back. But like, how many times are we gonna keep sleeping on AB, man?
What
Like
you
he
mean
doesn't sleeping, champ, sleeping. Like he can't handle Regis. You know what I'm saying? Coming back. This is just a return fight for him, bro. His skills were still there. Yo, there was a time right there where I thought Santiago was about to get finished. He went into AB mode. And shit.
Who is Santiago? A dude that only fought in Puerto Rico and twice in DR. I never heard of that dude in my fucking life.
You could go ahead there and kick his back in all you want, but he came to fight. All right,
he came to fight at 140.
And it was a
he
return.
came to fight at 140.
Yo, AB still's got the skills, but he doesn't use them. He's silent.
Keep me active. That's what he said.
Nothing.
Keep me active.
And that's what I was about to say. A win, one or two fights, and he's 1 or 2 fights, and I think he'd be ready for.
First of all,
he got to get a little more active, man.
If he want to be active, he need to come down to reality. He can't be having a mandatory minimum with weird shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you want mandatory minimum, you got to fight a mandatory type level of opponent. You can't be trying to get the mandatory minimum from the network and you fighting cans. You was right. You the can man, because that's all you fighting, man. Cans, man.
Yo, he had to take this fight.
Real quick, man. Let me real quick pull the community together for a real fighter, Chris Vega. He needs your support. You know he gonna come in shape. He ain't gonna be overweight. You know he gonna give it his all. His last fight was Fight of the Year candidate, and it won. Okay, he needs $600 to make it to Border Wars 11, and we already collected 150. So two great community members stepped up and gave 2 donations, bringing the total down to 450. We need a few members to come together and show some love so that we don't lose this fight in Chris Vega and Karma Surge from Street Beefs, because Karma ain't fighting nobody else. He don't want Greatness, and Greatness also pulled out. He don't want nobody. Greatness said he's gonna train. Greatness went from being my favorite to like my worst enemy. Anybody that hits me with that, I ain't gonna fight this one because I gotta train, I don't even fuck with you, man. Like, that shit don't make sense to me. Like, not fighting because you want to get better. Like, why don't you train to get better in them 8 weeks? And this the other thing. So now, while you out there getting better, who the fuck is going to fight you now, right? Because now they're going to be afraid of you because you out here getting better. So I just want y'all to remember that, man. When y'all try to do things Yahweh, it's going to be more difficult.
Vega, yo.
It's going to be more difficult. Like, I want because he like, I want to get comfortable in the ring. So when you submit this spawn, and look, obviously, when you submit that spawn, then what? They're going to be like, Greatness too comfortable. I don't want to fight him. So now you forced to fight dudes that do got fights. See what I'm saying?
I got a bad feeling about this.
So that goes out the window. But I hear you, man. Everybody got to listen to their coaches, or their team and whatever.
Shit, would really like to see that fight, right? Yo, man, Vega, I forgot Vega was taking on the other side of the fence candidate and participant. Yeah. Karma Surge, bro. You got Border Wars versus Street Beef sort of thing going on over here.
If we don't come together as a community for Chris, and look, Chris has fought twice on Border Wars, you know what I'm saying? He's not no bum. He ain't out here trying to pull out. He ain't no duck.
Last fight was pretty dope too, man. With him and Matt Machine Gun, shout out Machine Gun.
He gets like 2-3 awards. I think he wins 2 or 3 awards on that for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So, if we can help him, I think that we should. I mean, I'm already waiving the $200 fee. I charge every one of y'all $200, and I don't give anybody a refund. So no refunds, and I don't give them, but I'm giving him the waving. I'm waving it.
Salvaging this fight that everybody wanted to fucking see.
We waving this one because I don't want to lose any fights. I want this fight to happen. You know what I'm saying? I want Karma Surge to finally get his Border Wars fight on. But getting back to Regis, we got Troy Killer Entertainment. But if anybody wants to donate, hit up Nest GTO on the Cash App. You could PayPal, whatever you want. You could DM me, DM Francis, Doomy, whoever you feel comfortable with, and figure out what way. Sony, what up? I know you said any way you can help. This how you can help, because Chris needs it. You know, so if it's Sony, if it's whoever it's going to be, we need that help as a community. But Troy had a few super chats. Did y'all get to any of these?
Yeah, we did. I'll get to the last one that I didn't read. It was Troy Killertainment King saying, chill, Ness. Broner need better fundamentals. Champ.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying nothing bad. I said if he want tune-ups to stay busy and get in better shape, you know, he's got to be realistic, though. You know what I mean? You know, you can't be fighting. Like, you introduced us to Santiago. We never heard of him, man. We just never heard of him, man. So I don't know.
Yo, Santiago's coming in, DK, a tough prospect or contender, undefeated. Like, he was coming in, and he showed that.
They be capping on them on TV.
He showed he was tough. Obviously, I said I thought AB won. Like, he was catching them with the cleanest shots. Like, the face told it all. But the dude came into the fight. He came into the fight, and he was trying to knock AB's head off at the last round.
Yo,
95% of Twitter said Santiago got robbed.
Yeah.
There you go. It's the punch stats, man. The punch stats was like, what?
It was, yeah.
89 to like, what was it, 200 and something? Like, or the fuck that was all about, but
just typical AB. He's got all the skills in the world, but he don't use them for some reason, and I don't get it.
Didn't you like though when he got that like that pocket of just like, you know, him in the zone? I don't know if you guys remember. It was only one time that it really happened when he was just in the zone, hooking him, uppercutting him, hitting him to the body with the uppercuts, and
that's
like
the problem, Doomy. It only happened one
seconds?
time. That's the problem.
Last 10 seconds of the 7th round, Broner, that's the one you're talking about?
Look, whatever round it was, it showed that he can still be that Adrien Broner. Look,
glimpse.
He's coming back.
He's
coming back. And I know it's like the boy that cried wolf sort of thing, you know. And I know many people out there's like, yo, can we invest in and believing in him? I mean, look, only time to tell. He's spoken differently, a lot differently than a lot of the times he's been up there on the presser. So I'm seeing him in a different light, man. And like, yo, we all deserve a second chance. We gave Tyson Fury a fucking second chance, coming back from being all that other shit that he was doing, and he made an intervention within himself, and he, you know, made it different, turned it around for himself. AB said it on the presser. He was not, you know, alcohol, the women, you know, sex. You know, a lot of the demons that, you know, some of these top athletes deal with were, you know, overtaking him. And, like, he feels like, keep me active, and I don't got to see those demons.
Man, that's a damn lie. And if you fall for that shit, you fucking in love with foolery. My man literally said in the press conference, we about to go cash the checks.
And celebrate. Go pop bottles.
And pop bottles for the rest of the weekend, and we'll be back in the gym on Monday. So, anybody ever seen the movie Hangover?
Yeah, all three of them.
I rest my case. You know what I mean? So you can't be two, man. You can only be one. You want to be the rap star? You know, they get to drink. And party. But fighters, they need every bit of energy that they got in them, man. And Broner needs that shit to let them hands go.
You know, the thing is that Broner is good for boxing. He brings eyes to the sport, whether you hate him or whether you love him. Broner brings eyes to the sport. But in order for him to get the trust back from the people, he got to throw them hands. That's it. That's all it comes down to. People will tune in to see Broner every night of the week.
Yep.
But if you tune in and he does nothing, well, there you got it. Typical Broner.
That's what I said.
Just like Alex just said, this might be a resurgence. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I guess it's another ebb and flow of the Adrien Broner show.
Well, last night was a chance to see, and it didn't change.
Yeah. No,
yeah, it changed. You gotta win.
Broner fans give him a pass. I mean, it wasn't a win. I mean, a lot of people thought he lost. But Broner fans give him a pass. You know, they start blaming it on alcohol and shit like that. But, you know, moving on. I mean, that's really it, man. We can open up these phone lines and see who's out there and who wants to chit-chat.
Daniel Dibor, I am going to knock you out.
Yeah, that kind of happened already and shit.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Yeah, Riff King, that was the first fight I watched, man.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
When I woke up this morning, that's the first thing I put on was the Valdez. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing else bigger than that, really. But going out to the callers, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Victor Banuelos with the super chat says, Adrien Broner versus Danny Garcia. It'll be the battle between the two guys who do not let their hands go.
Good super chat. Yeah. Yo, man, Border Wars 10 around the corner. Border Wars 10 around the corner. Get in the ring and swing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in attendance, you already know the price. It's $50. Hit up Ness.
Pre-sale only.
Cash App. Pre-sale only. Hit up Ness and the, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be star-studded. There's going to be a lot of people in the building. The card's going to be stacked. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss this one. And if you can't be in the building because of COVID things, then what you got to do is just keep it locked. We're going to drop the streaming where you can watch it live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BP Network, Justin, Big Time Briggs Promotion, and the whole team. Ness, go ahead. I know you got some stuff to say.
Nah. You got it, champion.
And we ready? We rocking to go. We got Keem the Dream versus Marvin the Tank Furman. You know what I'm saying? We talking about unified cruiserweight title fight. You don't want to miss it. March 13th, Border Wars. Get in the ring, swing. Do your thing. Yo, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
What's the co-main, dog? Like, let them know the juicy details, B.
Oh, the
like,
co-main. We settled on the co-main.
Man?
You got. What's the co-main? I thought it was me and Stainless. Nah, I'm bugging. I'm tripping. What's the co-main?
You and Stainless.
Oh, that's the co-main.
Mario and Showkid.
Listen. I'm gonna take the show anyway, so it don't really matter.
For sure,
where I fight, first, second, third, last. I don't give a damn.
For sure, Fire D and Alexis.
Yo, we didn't talk about that. See, that's what I'm saying. We didn't really say who we gonna lock in.
Karma, Surge, and Chris.
Domi, what you think? Co-main, baby, co-main.
I don't know. There's a couple of fights in there that can meet that. I'm gonna have to say we have a poll.
Ant versus Adrien.
Ooh, Baker versus Twin.
We have one title matchup, obviously.
Yeah,
there's no other There's no other titles on the line, right?
No other titles. Not even an eliminator.
Do we have any veterans? Any second timers? Coming back.
Ooh, Mario Ski for Goski. Corey 2-timer. Corey a 3-timer now, right? Or 2-timer?
No,
2-timer.
2-timer. Jordan
DeMarcus,
a 2-timer.
2-timer.
DeMarcus a 2-timer. Ant got the most. Ant working on 5, I think, or 4 or 3.
And who Ant going up against?
You're 2-timer.
Damn, all right, we got it right there.
Oh, time in.
Is it the battle of the bodies?
Oh, we got it right there. I mean, look, man, Anthony was an ex-champ. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah. Was he really a champ? I don't know.
Nah. Here it comes.
Oh. Nah. I don't think he was, right? Or cause how that happened? Yeah, no. He beat Cruz in an eliminator, but he ain't get no title shot. Then he fought Marvin for the belts in the vacant, and Marvin won.
Politics of boxing. You gotta love it. All right, so that's settled right there. Is that what we saying? We still
Esteban, greatness pulled out, man. Don't worry though. I talked to the gym owner, and he said all his guys are available to fill in for everybody. He got 160s, 165s. We even gonna have a girl fight. That girl. What? Yup, the girl Reagan I told y'all about. Y'all gonna get to see her. It's on, man. I said it's on. Plus, tomorrow we should find out if Ofacio Falcon Jr. be in the building and maybe Josue Vargas. Yeah. It's going down, man. I'm telling you, Border War is going to be bananas, man. It's going to be bananas, man. You know, they try to leave us for dead, but we going to make it happen regardless, man. For real, we going to make it happen regardless.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
We giving out IBO medallions. You know, I still got a whole box of goodies over here, too, man. We still got all type of sponsored equipment from the last one to make some nice little winner bags. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope for sure. You know, and I'm working on so many invitations, man. You know, I got a lot of feelers out to certain people to see can they come through, you know, and you know, bless us with their time and their presence, man, so we can have some fun and chop it up, talk some boxing, and
watch some good fights.
And watch some fights with some professional fighters that can be the judges, man, so that there's no robberies, man. No more fake knockdowns, man. Not being called knockdowns, man. You know what I'm saying? None of that
What
shit.
you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
You would feel that way since you the dude that didn't rule it a knockdown.
All right.
But we gonna go out to Amin in Essex. What is up?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Fights, man. I gotta tell y'all, I'm very pissed off, man. I missed my picks. I shit the bed terribly, man. I got sick over the weekend. I'm talking, I was so incapacitated. I was deathly ill. And I was so fucking mad, pardon the profanity, that I missed my picks. I was like number 6, man. I was in the top 5. And I started to fucking call somebody and just plead my way. Please let me do my picks quid pro quo. But I figured y'all motherfuckers wouldn't believe me. So I'm going to hang my head in shame the rest of the whole Pick'em League because I missed the whole week. And it just said that's really the most upsetting thing. Fuck Adrien Broner and his bullshit performance. I hope he get him young boys on his promotional team some opportunities. Shout out to Havoc Promotions. Shout out to you, Ness, for covering that. But like I said, I'm really bitter about my Pick'em League, man. So I'm going to be kicking my own ass for a couple of days, man. That's my call, man. I'm out.
Ooh. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Info Joe, what it do? What it do? Info, not avail.
Or is it that mute button that got him?
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
What's up, my boxing brothers?
What up?
How y'all doing?
What up?
What's good?
What up?
What's good?
Hey, man, shout out to the boxing guys, man. It was a boxing utopia weekend. Yo, Ness sound like it was live in Florida, man. You can hear the crowd real good.
It was, man. It was.
Man, I miss going to a live fight, man. How was the energy?
It was great, man. It's a great little fight town down here, man. Yo, listen, I felt like I was in DC or something, man. It's alright out here, man. It's alright out here.
It sound like it. Yeah.
I was chilling. I was with Keem. I was with Keem in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? I got the G-Pads. I had to call Keem, let him know I was coming through. You know what I'm saying? We linked up.
That's right. Word. That's right. Hey, give me that crow, man. Go ahead. That's what she's about to say. You can give me the crow.
I was just about to say, you know, y'all should be proud of Keem. I think he only had one drink the whole night and shit.
No. Yo, give me that crow, man. First from Josh Kelly, man. 2 servings. Yo. Hey, man. Shout out to Valdez, man. He proved most of us all wrong, man. The dude boxed beautifully, man. Masterpiece, masterclass performance. I love the best, man, that the last knockout, he slipped under the punch, another slip, and knocked him out going backwards, man. It was beautiful, man. He got a highlight reels that last for the rest of this month, man. Different clips if you chop video up though of his fight. But Josh Kelly, I don't know what to say about that cat. I like the Conor Benn David Avanesyan fight, man. And I think Conor Benn, I picked him over what's his name? Maruku? What's his name?
Marco.
Yeah. But I don't know about Brazil, man. That's why I picked Adewale, man. Brazil, man, a 2-year layoff, man, after that Wilder fight, man. He had the Wilder effect all written all over him, man. He was sloppy. Man, they looked at all bad, man. Where I see Adewale going, man, I think he should be somewhere up, somewhere in the top 10, man. I wouldn't know where to put him. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight. Damn, where is he ranked right now? Anyway, y'all know?
Who? Ben?
Adewale.
Oh, Wallen. Let me check. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, I mean, top. Wow, shit. He's 15 in the WBA.
Okay.
WBC.
That's about right, somewhere around there.
I mean, and that's gonna get updated after yesterday's win, but damn, that's the only 13 in the IBF.
Oh.
And
who y'all?
That's it.
Want to see him fight next, man?
You got some shit service today, champ.
Hey, BoxRec got him 22.
BoxRec got him 22.
That's the internet. Your shit too was dragging too, man. But that's all I got, gentlemen. Peace. Shout out to all the Border Wars fighters. We in there. Florida. Show up. Border Wars 10.
Let's go.
Joe, I got to call you, man. I got to get in contact with Joe. I don't know if he's staying at the crib.
Yeah, Joe. Hit up Francis the Praying Mantis. Y'all should have his number from the last time out. We going out to the Dream. None other than Keem.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, we got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Your winner by unanimous decision is Keem the Dream
Y'all hear me? What up? What up?
What up?
What's going on, y'all? Nothing much, man. Yeah, man. Look, I deserve Crow too because I picked Berchelt. I was surprised, man. I was surprised with Valdez, but I was impressed with him, man. He looked good out there. He did what he had to do. It was kind of sad though to see Berchelt, man. He couldn't do nothing but come forward and throw punches. He was hurt bad, and he couldn't hold. He didn't know how to do nothing else but just keep walking forward and throwing punches. And he ain't have nothing. He ain't have nothing for Valdez. It was a pretty dominating performance. That was a good job by him. It was a good fight. What other fight? Oh, Broner. I ain't get to hear the whole show, so I don't know how y'all felt about Broner, but I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, he had a slow start, you know what I'm saying? But Once he got the motor going, man, Broner was working the jab. He was letting his hands go a little more than usual, and a lot more than he did in the first half of the fight. He actually started picking it up, man. And to me, he looked good. If he would have fought like that the whole fight, he would have got dude up out of there. I think he just waited till like the 6th round to get it going. But I thought he looked pretty damn good, man. Other than that, Dominic Brazil needs to hang it up.
Word is born. Yo, why Karma just sent me a screenshot, man? Greatness out here making me look bad, bruh. How Karma sent an offer to Greatness without I even knowing, and Greatness turned it down? Man, y'all out here tripping, man.
Hey, why he did that though? If he got a fight with Chris? What he trying to get out the Chris fight?
Nah, Chris short on funds. We short 450. We had to do a little rally for Chris. He needed 600 to get there, and I gotta waive the fees for him to fight. It's tough times for him.
I feel you. Be like that.
So
damn.
So the Chris fight ain't 100 on the table. So he was trying to take the Greatness fight. I can't believe that shit, man.
Yeah, it's all good. Greatness might have something going on.
Nah, he said
doing that.
I mean, Greatness told me today, before I found out this information, he told me like that he wanted more time to train. He said he didn't feel comfortable in the ring. So I feel him, but if some people never feel comfortable, you going like Robert Ortiz is the perfect example, We've been waiting for Robert Ortiz. Oh my God.
But listen, Robert Ortiz be looking good though. All the footage you see of him, he look good. I don't see why he don't want to get in the ring.
Exactly, because it's a mental
dude
thing.
Is in shape. You know what I mean? He looked like he could box.
It's a mental thing for him. It's a mental thing.
Yeah, it is though. I remember he got on here saying he got a lot of fans and stuff, and he can't. If he lost, it'd be like he couldn't do it.
Mental thing.
He said that. He said that on the Border War show. But
you always find reasons why you're not ready, and I just hope that's not Greatness, because I mean the Greatness I know, man. My man was fearless. I thought like what? I mean I don't even know. I don't even know what he's talking about when he said, "Oh, my coaches want me to be more comfortable." I'm like, what the fuck, man? You got in the ring with a heavyweight and you was comfortable, So. I mean, I
don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he just don't, like you say, just don't feel comfortable, man. That's all good. Let him get a little. He's still very, very new to this. That Greatness got a problem though because he's so good and he's so new to this. You try to throw him in there.
Shout out to Surge.
Throw him in there.
Because at one point, I ain't never bring it up, but I'm like, yo, Greatness is there. You know what I'm saying? But I never brought it up to y'all. I'm like, Greatness is there, and Karma like, nah, I want Chris. That's who I signed up to fight. So I'm like, man, but Greatness is there. You know what I'm saying? And I just left it alone. I ain't say nothing to nobody. And look, he went and tried to make that fight himself. Oh man, and it still didn't happen. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
Shout out to him trying to make it happen. But man.
I wanted to see Greatness
that's all I got on the topics, man. And Border Wars 10. Had a good day of training today. We ready.
I'm jealous. Your gym open on Sundays, man. I'm jealous.
I ain't gonna. I mean, it is open 12 to 2, but I had to go get some work another way today, man. I couldn't get in there 12 to 2, but yeah, we gotta get creative, man, and we get to work in how we can. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, shout out to Havoc, man. Good card yesterday, man. They had Orlando looking right, looking nice, man. It was a good time, yo. Shout out to Ness, man. Show some love. I felt bad, yo. I said, damn, Ness showed me love, got me in here on the media pass. I ain't even I could have at least held the camera or something, man. Damn. I got you next time, champ. I got you next time.
Next time, take more pictures. That's what I needed, man. That one.
Oh yeah. I got a couple of them, man. I got you, man. Next time I got you, man. But yeah, all right. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. JP, heavy-handed J, what it do?
Long Beach in the house.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna start by agreeing with you, with I think ESPN just being greedy and wanting to appease their casual their casual viewership, and letting these fighters just take too much abuse. I can't recall the fights in the past, but I remember Baranchek happened, that guy, and it was some other dudes within that time period of that fight who were just getting put to sleep and, out cold for extended periods of time in the ring. And there was definitely a point in the 8th round in that fight where they could have called the fight. Not every time will a fighter show physical damage. Sometimes you have to be able to assess the punches you've taken flush and just be able to say that's too many punches to take flush. I'm going to call in to save you. And, it's just sad to see that happen to Berchelt because I knew inevitably that was coming. But shout out to Oscar Valdez showing them wrinkles in the game, showing them tools in the toolkit we didn't know he had. He boxed wonderfully. He showed great defense, able to in and out, left and right, slide out of trouble whenever he was in trouble. Showed this was supposed to be kind of a Mexican shootout, but Oscar Valdez bought some of that slick black style with him. And that's what was able to overwhelm Berchelt. He was pot shotting. He's showing us a little bit of everything. So great fight for him. Broner, first of all, I want to talk about that fucking MAGA ref that was in the ring. He's like, hey, buddy, if you would have had a father, maybe you wouldn't act like this. That fucking ref was crazy. Like, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? He was a trip. But as for Broner, the downside is the same old guy, right? The guy that just cannot transition from defense to offense. Broner is either doing one or the other. He doesn't stop until you're ready. And still not throwing enough punches. Only time he throws some punches is when you're locked up and close. He'll get off some fancy work. But upside, though, I liked his focus. I liked his mentality. Even though he was saying he was sharp mentally to me. And that's what was most important. His eyes looked good. He looked engaged. He didn't have those Michael Jordan eyes or them Terrence Crawford mama eyes. His eyes looked as sharp, crisp. And I think if you could just keep working him, he's just a fight or two away. He's always a hit away like Memphis Bleak. So I think Broner, man, if we can keep his mind right, and maybe he is coming of age as a man. Hey, shit, I wasn't grown up till about 31, to be honest with you. So, let's get a guy some time and maybe, just maybe, focused and we can have a resurrection in his career. That's my call.
Hey, JP.
What up?
Yo, you coming to Border Wars then?
Man, I don't know. I'm still on the fence right now.
All right, let me know. 'Cause I want to know if I should hold your spot at the crib.
All right, no doubt.
Peace.
All right. We got everyone. There's people on Blog Talk, but they don't press 1. We won't know whether or not to get to you. But yeah, man. It looks like that's going to be it for the day. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us tomorrow morning for your daily morning show to get you through work. 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. West Coast, 7 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Central. Fellas.
Don't forget to check out Patreon and all other social media for TBV while you're at it. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, man. TBV fam, I hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope you and yours are doing good. Don't forget to check me out on YouTube, Moore's House, new boxing channel. Need some love. I need some subscribers, and I need y'all to share it. And I'll see y'all again soon. I love y'all. Peace.
Yeah, they want to know you can catch Francis at Next Up Sports Talk, NEXUP Sports Talk. Also, you can catch the weigh-in on YouTube and the weigh-in boxing on IG, man. Appreciate y'all. Listen, March 13th, you get to see my debut in the ring. I'm going to go in there and swing. God's willing. Shout out to my Lord and Savior, because without him, none of this would be possible. Catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace.